Live. Am I live? I don't know. I never know. Never know when I start from OBS. Still says upcoming. Pretty sure I'm live. Yeah, I'm live. It's lying to me. Gotta get in the old Discord. Wait, why did it mute? Why did it fucking mute everything when I went? Are you fucking kidding me? Why does this always happen to me? Why don't I figure this out before the stream? How did that happen? Why would it mute everything when I joined Discord? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? That doesn't make sense. Test. Oh, that might have fixed it. Can I still hear myself on stream? Yes, I can. Yes, okay. That should work. Maybe. Possibly. Now I gotta figure out how to pop up the chat. See, with StreamYards, I feel like I can get all this stuff sorted ahead of time. With OBS, I don't know how to set up an intro, which is when I would normally do all this stuff. Okay, make that bigger. Okay, that should work. Should be live, I think. Maybe, possibly. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good to go. Maybe. Oh, okay. Don't even know where I'm going. Still don't know how to get to Act 3. That's fine. No, that's fine. We're gonna figure it out. Just glad I didn't actually beat the game. Don't even remember what I did last time. I don't think I did much. There's nothing I can really buy. It's something to do with doing quests, I think, but I don't know what quests I have to do. Maybe I should have like looked this up before stream, but then that wouldn't be a blind playthrough. Problem is now I have absolutely no idea what I'm supposed to do or where I'm supposed to go. I feel like these aren't gonna like unlock anything, are they? Probably not. I feel like I need more. I don't know. I mean, I paid to upgrade this place, but it's not doing anything. Maybe I have to leave and come back though. Like leave the whole area or something. Possibly. Alright, I guess we'll just leave. I just want to run around and do random side quests, unless I have to. Which, I mean, maybe I will if this doesn't reset anything. Hey, Topanga. I don't know, I just got here. I'm hoping people show up. So far, it's just you. So far, it's just you. But I only went live like a few minutes ago. Maybe my audience has finally found things to do on a Saturday evening. Hopefully not. That'd be dreadful. Positively dreadful. And it's not even Saturday night yet anyway, really, if you think about it. Topanga, what did you think about D&D last night? Did you enjoy it? Before you left? Oh, who is this? I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I have no idea. I have no idea. No, I do not know. Maybe I will have to look something up. I know there's something up here because I can't get to it from this way, but there's got to be another connecting path. But I have no idea where that would be. Or even where it could possibly be. I guess I could see if I can go up there. I don't know if I've been up there already. It's not showing up on the map though. Yeah, we were going pretty late. But I can't remember if I was streaming till 2 or I don't think we were playing till 2. Although I'm not sure. Because I know I stayed on stream for a while after we stopped playing. I think Big Soda did a good job though. Especially because he said he never DM'd before. Who goes there? It's always a surprise. It could be anyone. Who is it? Hello? Wait, now I gotta check Discord because maybe someone's talking and I'm just not able to hear them. It's Frankie, but it doesn't look like he's talking. No, he is talking. Why can't I hear him? Hold up. Fuck. Can't hear you, Frankie. It's probably on my end. Speaker, yeah, that's where it's supposed to be coming.
All right, can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you now.
Now?
Yes.
Check 1, 2, check.
Let me make sure you're not doubling on the stream. It's supposed to be coming. Here, just yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think that sounds fine. How's it going, Frankie?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me fine? Yes or no?
Yeah, can you not hear me?
Dude, I want to thank you, dude. No, I can hear you, dude. No, I want to thank you, dude, for yesterday.
For what?
Hold on, damn it. Fuck.
Motherfucker, I'll be back. Say the thing, Frankie. Say the thing. Silksong sounds loud. Or Frankie sounds quiet. I'm gonna turn him up. Hey Seth, how's it going? Just playing some Silksong, okay? Being totally lost, having no idea where to go. I know if you ever played this game, Seth. It's very fun. But I'm at that point of the game where I have absolutely no idea where to go or what to do.
Nah, dude, like I want to say thanks. You know, thanks for yesterday, dude, because I haven't played D&D in a long time. I know I didn't really play that much, but like, it felt really good to play D&D again, man. It's just, I really thank you for that, dude.
Well, you should thank Big Soda. I mean, I was just a contestant on the thing.
I mean, yeah, if I see Big Soda, I'll thank him as well, but it's like, you kind of understand what I'm saying, don't you?
Well, yeah, I mean, I appreciate you being there, Frankie.
Yeah,
Did you had a good time?
Yeah, I was like, fuck, dude. Yeah, dude, I was like, fuck, dude, I'm playing. Hey, Soda, really, thanks for being DM as well, man. I really, I think the both of you guys for doing that, because that made me feel really, fucking happy that I was playing D&D again.
Hey, Big Soda.
Hey, guys. I was like, I think 9 beers deep by the end of it.
Yeah, I was like 10 truly unruly's deep. I'm having some of the hair of the dog that bit me to hopefully kill the hangover, inshallah.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. I just got to get back to it because I think we got all the way to where I think we were one or two, probably 30-minute little adventures away from fucking the end of the story. So I got to write a shit ton more.
Yeah, I'm waiting for this
Yeah,
betrayal. I'm, you
Hey, at
know,
least we're not facing off against a
betrayal
dragon.
theme.
No, you'll see. I've been talking to Mo too, and Mo's gonna fucking get his character to me. Hopefully by the 20th.
Sit there and fucking fight a fucking dragon. Jesus.
Nah, none of that nonsense. Or maybe.
I thought you did a really good job, Big Soda. I was very impressed.
Fucking dragon. That bitch is hard to kill. Them bitches are hard to kill.
Well, I mean, this is still technically like a tutorial campaign, so it's to get everybody kind of up to date with the rules and kind of get familiar with it. And then once we get past this little tutorial, that's when I'll start opening stuff up and get y'all to start helping me take notes, or at least the people who are, I guess, knowledgeable about D&D. I'll get them to start taking their own notes, and then that'll relieve some of the having to backtrack and look through all the notes and keep the story just constantly progressing.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. I had a blast.
Yeah, man. Like, really do. Like, I thank you for that, man. I really do, man. Because, like, I really enjoyed D&D when I was playing with those people, and you know, it just really get my creative juices going and shit. And then when they want to be all fucking dumb and leftist, it was like no room for me.
Yeah, I can see it.
I know you told this story before, Frankie, but what? I don't remember. I know it was something that they were woke or something, or didn't let you say stuff, or were just assholes, but I can't remember exactly what happened.
So they were woke, right? So I actually met the DM first, right? Because I was actually looking for, I was like, hey man, I want to play some D&D, I want to play some fucking, Warhammer and shit. Like, yeah, let's find it. So I found the dude on fucking Facebook. So I found him on Facebook, and then we met up at a local gaming hall. And then another guy showed up who was ex-army. He was in fifth group. He was in special forces, and he's legit SF guy. And then another guy came in. He's like a nurse. He's a Norse dude. He's a nurse. He was a pretty cool guy. And then two other females joined in, and then another female joined in. And so it varied from people, right? So what happened is that I say my shit. I say, you know how I fucking talk. And apparently they get a little offended and shit on how I talk.
Liberals.
But like I was so in the fucking game, dude. I was just in the fucking game. So then when the DM, I'm not gonna say his name, you know what I'm saying, because like I was just not gonna say his name. When the DM told me he didn't want me to he didn't want me to be part of the games, but he's like, we don't mind you coming over to dinner or coming over to have food with us and shit. I'm like, that kind of like that hurt a lot, you know what I'm saying? And so Topanga can tell you a little more. Hold on.
Yeah, Topanga, did you know these people?
I didn't know these people. These people he knew before I met him, but he took it to heart. Like, they're just a bunch of liberal people, I guess. They don't know how to shit talk, or, they took everything to heart.
Did Frankie threaten to steal their lunch money?
Probably.
Yeah. You use sandpaper.
Yeah, I was like talking about.
No, dude, it was like, no, dude, because like, I remember when it's right. Like, we would go out to dinner, we would all have dinner together, we would all like laugh and enjoy life and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't care about the fucking political views or how they see the fucking world. I cared about we're playing the fucking game and being like normal fucking people, escaping the reality of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe they just didn't like the way you talk shit.
Yeah, was it the shit talking? Was it like
fucking hell?
Actually your political views? Is Frankie at work? He doesn't sound like
he's at work.
Yes.
No, he's at work. He's usually always at work.
Yeah, we went to like 2 a.m. last night.
I know. I remember waking up around like 1:30, and then I checked YouTube, and I saw you were still live.
Were we Big Sud? I couldn't remember. Did we play till 2 a.m. or were we just streaming until 2 a.m.?
I
mean,
think-
there's like 15 minutes of after the campaign that we decided to wrap it up, and then we started talking to Mo, and that probably lasted another 10, 15 minutes, and then
Even
got
though
off.
we left early, are we still able to join and continue the storyline next time?
I
Of
think that's
course.
fine. Y'all disappeared, so y'all may have missed some things from the last campaign, but I can kind of give a rundown of potential things y'all might have missed.
Seth, what do you mean
I
by
just need to
feigning
take
sincerity?
more of a nap during the day so I can stay up later. So
you
what
take
days
off?
are you guys doing it?
Friday, so I think this Friday we'll do the trivia, and then the Friday after that, I think on the 24th is when we'll do the second thing.
Okay.
I think both. I don't know if Keelan wants to come back and do it, but I just had y'all's characters kind of disappear, and so I'll just create something around the story to have y'all.
Yeah,
like,
he kind of disappeared really early. What happened to him?
Yeah, you just said he had to go.
He was just like, yeah, this is okay, and he's dead. Emmett's in half hood pocket, so I can bring Emmett back, and then y'all too. I'll just have y'all kind of as they're exploring. I'll just have y'all kind of be found in the story. I guess as
Wait, what happened to
else
Emmett?
dipped? Somebody else dipped early too, right? was that?
let's see. Keelan
I
dipped,
think.
Emmett dipped, Frankie and Topanga, and then I think that's it. I don't remember anyone else. Wait, Half Hood, Podesta, you, and
Alex.
Alex. Y'all finished the campaign.
Alright, I'm back in the first time. And I'm ordering stuff off of Amazon, and I think Topanga will really love it.
What are you ordering?
Is this something sexual, Frankie?
It is. I'm just kidding.
No. Some fuck, you damn it.
Oh yeah, those reusable juice boxes. I'm tired of buying Capri Suns for my kids. They're so expensive.
Yeah, so I guess D&D is, I don't know what day that'd be, 20-somethingth? Whatever next
Yeah,
Friday
fun.
is.
It
24th.
was definitely a hit. It was a hit.
Yeah, I feel
think
like I
yesterday-
had a fun time. I feel like everyone had an enjoyable time.
I think it'd be more fun if I was drunk.
That's
What?
true. I will say the Truly Unrulies definitely seem to add to the experience.
I do like Trulies. I like the before I got pregnant, I tried high noons or whatever they're called for the first time, and those are actually really good.
I don't think I've had those.
But
No, Confluence, you don't need alcohol.
it needs more wine.
That's true. Yeah, I should have got wine. I should get wine for
he's a
D&D
wine
nights.
mob.
Could be the
I mean,
wine
you
drinking
are a wine
warlock.
mob.
I don't drink enough wine anymore for my reputation.
I know you're wine mom.
Wine is so good though. And it's got 0
Yes, it is.
calories, which is phenomenal.
Wine is really good. Oh, what was I drinking? It was like Chardonnay. It was like
How long
I
until your
can't remember
baby's
the
here,
fucking
Topanga?
I'm doing August 17th.
That is very close to my birthday. I don't want to say my exact birthday. That might be my
Well, my-
exact birthday, but I'm not going to tell you if it is, you know. But it might be.
that's his oldest's kid. That's my oldest. That's his birthday. I'm due on his birthday, and my other kid is in August. I'll have 3 August kids and 1 March.
Man, you got a lot of Leos.
Yeah.
Isn't Frankie a Leo?
No, he's Aries.
Oh, right. Oh, I knew he was a fire sign. That checks out.
Well, yeah, because his birthday was not too long ago. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Right. That's
Yeah,
right.
my birthday's in April. I'm in Aries.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife forgot my
shit.
birthday.
No, I didn't. You fucking liar! I got you a tie.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
Steel
did.
Man. Hey, Chatter King. Doctors will force a C-section, do home birth. Yeah, just get Frankie to deliver it in a bathtub.
No. I like my epidurals.
Can you imagine just Frankie just screaming at you to push at a home birth? That'd be frightening.
Oh my god. No, I think
Well,
he was
talking about
scared when I
sandpaper.
delivered when I delivered Dante. I think he was scared the whole time.
I'd probably be fucking
Why?
nervous as hell.
Yeah. It was good though. I was in labor for 10 hours. We went to the hospital around midnight, and then I gave birth at 10:01 a.m.
Is giving birth as bad as, you know, its reputation is, Topanga? Or you think it's overblown and it's just like, just nothing, you know?
Well, like I said, I do the epidural, so I don't really feel it. But this one, the epidural, the lady fucked it up, so I could feel everything on the left side of my body, and it was fucking painful. But like as soon as the baby's out, the pain just doesn't disappear, but it calms down like 85%.
Doing a full natural birth must like suck.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, this area is awful. I'd rather give birth than beat this area, okay? Decided.
Well, it's kind of like what Frankie said before. It's like women will give birth and they'll like, let's do that again. But if a guy gets kicked in the balls, he's never like, kick me again.
Well, you don't really get anything from getting
Yeah,
kicked in the
exactly.
balls, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
if I got
You
kicked in
don't
the
really
balls and then I guess, yeah, I was given like a free baby or something, then I guess depends if I wanted a baby at the time, but assuming I did.
Yeah.
Steelman
true.
delivered 2 children at home, easy, natural. Did you give birth to the kids, Steelman? Are you secretly Steel Woman?
The woman.
Do you call your
You know,
wife Steel Woman? That's my question.
I always thought about a home birth, but I don't know. I just
Feels
you have to have,
risky.
like, either
Like if something
it's
goes
like you
wrong.
either have to, yeah, like you either have to have like a really big bathtub or like one of those birthing pools.
Like, I think I like the idea, and I think it's probably good if like nothing bad happens. But like, I had a friend that was like that started hemorrhaging during a pregnancy, and it's like if you're at home and that happened, she probably would have been dead. Like, she was like hemorrhaging bad.
Yeah. I mean, the comfortability would probably be amazing because I would love to like be able to lay in my bed after giving birth instead of a hospital bed for 24 hours. But and then like in the hospital, you can't sleep with the baby in your arms in the hospital.
But
And
I want you to like crush it or
like-
something.
Yeah, well, it's like a risk if like you drop your baby or something. It's like on them. Even though like when I had Dante, I could not sleep for the life of me because he wouldn't sleep in like the little bassinet thing they give you at the hospital. So I kind of propped him up on my chest and like I put pillows all around me. There was no way in hell he could fall off. And the nurse walked in the middle of the night and like woke me up and she's like, "You can't sleep with the baby in your arms," and it pissed me off because I was the only sleep I fucking got in the hospital.
Did you do co-sleeping at all once you took baby home?
Oh yeah, I still kind of co-sleep with him sometimes.
Based.
Like he
I feel like
sleeps
that's
in his
probably
own
good
bed
for
just
kids.
fine, but like he sleeps in his crib just fine, but I like to sleep with him. It just, I don't know, it's a comfort thing for me as well.
Yeah.
You are dropping all your nuggets on your lap.
Hey,
You talking to Frankie?
babe, look what I ordered.
I'm talking to my baby. I gave him nuggets and he's just dropping them. What? It's nuggets. It's nuggets.
Babe,
It's
look what I ordered.
nuggets. What do you mean? What do I mean nuggets? It's nuggets. Chicken nuggets.
Oh, okay.
Now she's like, oh, chicken nuggets. I get it.
All right, let's see.
This area is such cancer. Holy jeez.
How much cancer?
Like, I don't know, stage 4 or something. Oh my god. I can't even imagine what's happening to me. This is untoward.
I thought you were getting the juice pouches too.
Oh. I'll get them Wednesday.
Frankie, why were you driving for like so long last night? I was meaning to ask you that. Where were you going? I feel like you were driving for like 2 hours.
Dude, it's
He works like an hour away.
dude, it almost
Oh,
it
shit.
almost took me. Yeah.
Yeah, put it in there and then move the arm down.
That's annoying. So it's like 2 hours of commuting every day. Or every work day, I suppose.
Hey, Confluence, when you get to your stopping point, I'm gonna send you a picture of what your character looks like.
Are you making everybody a
You got a
character?
picture?
And it would probably be easier if just because being Confluence, or I screenshot a lot of Confluence pictures, but it'd probably be easier if you upload a picture into AI and then give the race name and then the class, and it'll generate you a photo.
I love that you have the Kamala Harris photo in the freaking background.
I want a character.
My beard looks so gross because it blends with spikes. I wish I could pull this up, but I can't figure out how to do it on OBS. I'll have to show it tonight. I'm very scaly. Doomerang always said I'd be a scaly if I was a furry, so maybe he's right.
I mean, you are a furry.
I'm not a furry.
Yeah, and then you're gonna
Not
break your
fur
teeth if you bite down on it. Don't put them in the freezer.
Oh god, that feels really cool.
This area sucks.
I want to eat one.
Worst enemies ever. Oh my goodness.
I want one.
You say that
I get the wolf one.
I didn't know why this morning. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Give me a pink one.
That's no pink in here. Pink one.
Pretty sure this area connects to the other cancer area, which makes sense why it's also cancer, I suppose.
Blue one? Wait, it's cool.
So how much cancer is there?
Oh, wait, you know
A lot. Everything wants to give you AIDS and cancer in this whole zone.
Isn't that all? You know that, Mama?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mama, you can have
Mama, do
this
you know
one,
that?
Shelby.
I don't want it right now.
Save it.
You know something weird, Confluence?
Okay, you can have both of
What?
them.
So there's somebody in my job, right? There's somebody in my job that's allergic to oranges.
Oh man, imagine if that happened to Keelan. He would just off himself. He'd just game end. The man can't live without his oranges.
No, like. Yeah, no, it's like, how can somebody be allergic to oranges?
That's a strange allergy. I think they're lying. You should try like slipping oranges into their food and then see if they actually, you know, have a reaction. Just kidding. That's a joke.
Like the coworker, the coworker said that if I even feel an orange, she's down and out. Like,
Well, that sounds like, but what? She's like, even if I even think of an orange, even someone says the word orange, think she's
Maybe
gaslighting
she
Frankie.
just really hates oranges.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Are you all done?
I don't know if I want to try it on or nerve, see what happens. Like, oh god.
No, don't do that.
Do it as a like a prank, you know.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna prank you. By
No,
killing
no,
you.
we'll do it.
Hold on, I'm gonna get you some milk. Hold on.
I don't know how to fight these retards. I have no idea. Mara. How's it
Here,
going,
eat
Marlon?
that those nuggets, dog.
up.
Marilyn got banned from Paige's chat earlier today for absolutely no reason, and then Paige unbanned her. Because one of the mods, Marilyn just like said one comment, and then the guy like instantly banned. I can't remember what his name was. Apparently he's like a well-known mod. And then I was like, "Why'd you ban Marilyn or something?" And then he like timed me out. I'm like, "What the hell? What is happening?" But I think Marilyn's been reinstated.
What did Marilyn and Rage Page get into it?
Rage Page? No, oh no, this is the other page, like AVG.
What?
Oh, no,
Oh, okay. No, I thought it would be Marilyn and Rage Page got into it. I was like, oh god, what happened there?
Man, I'd pay money to see that. Especially if Rage had that heat that she had against Ag, and then Marilyn has the heat that she has against Avarice.
Yeah, for real.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
That'd be fire.
Oh, god.
Women on women hate.
Yeah, I'd enjoy that way too much.
I bet you would.
Oh, fucking. Oh, no. You want to talk about women on women hate? So it was like a week ago. We were at Walmart. And we were leaving, and this lady with two kids was eyeing me. She was staring at me. Like, you know, like, hey, what's up?
Oh, I think
And
I
we were
think you
leaving,
said
and I told
this. Were
Topanga.
you on live at this time? Because I think I remember you saying Topanga. I just got well, not Topanga, but I just got hit by someone at Walmart.
I was with
Hit
him
on.
at Walmart, and this happened. And I didn't look. Like, we're checking on this woman. I guess was eyeing him and like smiling at him. But this woman was like gross looking, like slob, like overweight, wearing the tightest clothes. You could see every roll on her body. Hair nappy, like just gross.
Nappy headed O.
Yeah.
And apparently she was a blonde. She was a blonde, too. Confluence is for you.
Frankie, I feel like you get hit on at Walmart a lot. If this has
It's
happened twice in like rapid
I,
succession.
No, put it in there for a little bit more.
no.
Is it right? The prime dating pool.
Maybe I should go to Walmart,
Miss
you know?
Topanga has a hot husband.
Find a wife at Walmart.
Fire Walmart wife.
Problem is, Topanga has a hot husband. That's the problem.
Oh my god. Oh, I thought I died. Oh,
You know
no.
what I'm saying? Like, Topanga has a hot husband. Like,
Yeah, that's like the only downside about being pregnant is like I can't like if something was to go down, I can't fight anybody.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm. This is so sugary. I don't like these.
Or you could fight maybe even more, because like who's gonna like hit a pregnant woman? You could probably like
Right?
use that to your advantage.
And then I'm just some pregnant lady sitting in a holding cell in jail.
I've seen a few. Hilarious.
Are these things gonna grab me? Okay, good. This area is so untoward, it's crazy. How is there still more maggots in this game? I thought I was done with maggots.
Damn it all.
Frankie, what are your hours? I feel like you do work like all the time.
I know, right? No, so like from like 1400 to like 2200. Sometimes it'd be like 1500 to 23. You know, things like that.
At least you get paid to like go on panels, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, you're making money just, for hanging out on a
No,
Confluence
because,
panel.
like right now, there's a bunch of cameras looking at me right now, right? But it's like, I don't care, man. I'm not doing anything stupid. I'm sitting here on a panel with my wife and my friends.
Can they hear it? Does the camera have audio? I feel like that'd be very funny.
I think they do. I think it does have audio.
Just someone listening
Sitting
to
there talking
Frankie
shit about everybody.
talk about sandpaper and yaks and doing untoward things to them.
No, I'm pretty sure it does have audio. Like, like masturbating with sandpaper. Like fucking rub some sandpaper and yak pussy.
Someone's watching, like, he's hitting all the classics. He's
Yeah.
about to talk about the Royal Arachnids again.
I wouldn't be surprised if you got a call from HR. Well, there was a day I called him when he was at work, and he had me on speaker. And I was doing something in my plant, like I was watering my plants and stuff happened. And I said something, I can't remember what I said, and I guess one of the people heard me in the background. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is like
But
workplace
then,
know
but
you.
then she get mad, right? They met like at another spot. They know her at another spot, not here, but like the one time like sometimes I'll be on the phone with her. Car pulls up, whatever. And it's a female voice, and then there's a female voice like laughing and shit. That's like, who the fuck is that, huh? And okay, so one
Not
time
like that. I'm not crazy.
This fucking teenager. No. This is where she gets crazy. This fucking teenager one time, right, at the other spot, fucking gave me a fucking wand and saying, "Oh, you're my favorite security guard here." I'm like, thanks. And it was like, it was weird. And then and I told Topanga about it, and she got fucking irate about it. With that little fucking teeny bopper.
Teeny bopper.
Some little girl.
Like, Topanga got mad about that one.
That was Halloween. That was a good Halloween in that neighborhood. All the drinks that they were handing out to the adults.
Oh yeah, so we got into the spot I was.
Oh yeah, I told
and
Confluence
then
about this.
About what?
Oh, okay.
About all the drinks on Halloween that they hand out, like jealous shots and stuff. And I told
Yeah, that's
Frankie, I was like,
crazy.
you grab a drink. Like, even though Frankie wasn't drinking, I told him to grab one too so I could have double.
I need to freaking go trick-or-treating where you guys live, okay?
Yeah, I didn't understand what she was saying. It's like, grab yourself. I was like, I'm driving. No, for me and for me.
Ooh, the neighborhood we live in now, there's gonna be trick-or-treaters, and I should make jello shots for people.
Oh yeah, now you can be handing out the liquor.
Yeah. Well, because we moved into this house recently, a couple months ago, but the house that we lived in before was on a very busy road, so there was, of course, no trick-or-treaters. So I'm kind of looking forward to this year's holidays.
You plan on getting pregnant again, Topanga? Like, how many kids are you planning on having?
No.
You're just gonna have like 8.
I was gonna get fixed after this last kid, and then I was like, maybe not. And then yeah, but I think I'm gonna get fixed this time for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to get fixed as well. I get fixed for free.
Wait, why would you both get fixed?
He doesn't bring home any babies.
I don't know what you plan on doing on your days off, Frankie, but sounds untoward.
Right? Right? What the fuck is my kid listening to?
Ah. And I can't tell if I play better when I focus or when I don't focus. Ah, probably when I don't focus. Fuck. Where's Kirk when I need him to ask me some gay shit?
I honestly wasn't even watching this whole time. What is that?
Did you see this thing? What the hell is this?
No, I don't
It's just
know. It's like,
it's untoward, man. It's just gross.
it looks like a deformed pickle. The large
It does.
mouth.
This area is horrific.
Or like an infested penis.
Man, so much of like Bloodborne and Dark Souls has like weird like phallus-esque or well more so like vaginal like monsters in it. It's like I feel like it's a recurring theme. There's one boss called the Gaping Dragon. It just looks like a giant like vagina dragon with like teeth. It's very frightening.
It's like that movie Teeth. Is that what it's called?
I think so. I've never seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Or there's another one called The One-Eyed Monster about a penis on the loose that kills people.
Very Freudian fear, I think, you know. How am I supposed to get up there? What the fuck? Oh my gosh, do I have to bounce off that bug? It's retarded.
All right, Confluence. Hey, Confluence. When was the last time a doctor gave you a prostate exam?
Never had one in my life. Why would I? Unless you're gay, why would you have a prostate exam? Or
Why
unless
not
you're
get
like
prostate
50.
exam, Confluence.
Because it's healthy for you.
I don't think you need that unless you're like 50 or something, isn't it? I think you're just doing that for fun, Frankie. The doctor's like, you were just here last week,
fun.
man. I'm not doing another one.
Doda, when was the last time you had a prostate exam?
You say it's been days?
I said it. That shit gay.
Yeah, see?
It's just
This
big
shit's
farm
gay.
gay stuff to you.
How
That's
far
what-
do they put in the finger?
Because
I know
I guess
that-
I'm thinking too, why would I, if I wanted to, I'd just put a finger at my own butt. Like, what are they doing that I couldn't do?
What are they feeling for? Are they feeling for like bumps or something?
I don't know. I feel like whatever they do, I feel like I
Well,
could
it's
figure it
doing
out.
prostate.
Just ask ChatGPT, you know? Start
Like
feeling
what
around.
level do they stop at? Do they put the whole thing in?
Frankie pays them extra, so they usually put a few fingers in.
I go to a
You got me for that.
Yeah, you know, she ate my butthole last night.
She does that a lot, an awful lot.
No, I don't. I've never done it.
It can't be
Dude.
I've seen what comes out of there. Why would I put my face or my mouth near it?
Especially if you're like pregnant, I feel like that's just got to be unhealthy, you know? The risk of disease. I don't think pregnant women should lick buttholes.
No. Don't promote that.
Oh my god.
Do I have to pogo off this retarded bug to get up there? Is that what I actually have to do? That's so stupid.
Probably.
Hey, Paige, I was just talking about you. Well, not you, but talking about Maryland being banned. Oh, sorry, you'd like to be called Paige. I can't stop it. It's impossible.
So how
You
much got
really
banned?
do need a easier name to say.
Wait, so how many places has she been banned from?
Oh, Maryland? Probably a lot, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not
Probably
exactly
almost
sure. Maybe that's the thing. I think Marilyn really likes my channel, but maybe I'm just one of the few channels that hasn't perma-banned her. So she's like, where else am I supposed to go?
That's why she likes you so much. I need some more water.
No, she got like temporarily banned by that guy
Yeah.
in your channel.
Mm.
But then I think you unbanned her or something because
Get
all
out
her
of my
stuff
freezer. What are you
disappeared, but then
doing?
she came back.
No, get.
Or maybe it's just the timeout. I don't know. But if you mean here, she's definitely not banned here. Of course, Marilyn is God. If you think about it, you can't ban God. That's untoward. Oh my gosh, absolute shit area. Absolute shittiest area. Cancer area. Oh my gosh.
Come here. Wait, oh, your bottle's leaking everywhere.
Ah. No, she was at the, yeah, all her stuff got removed by that one guy that timed me out too. But then she came, I think she messaged after that. So I don't know if this is the timeout or if she got unbanned. How can you get tired of Maryland? That's impossible.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe it was either, yeah, maybe it's just the timeout. I just saw all her messages get deleted, and then I think he even, the guy said, I think he's like, I ban Maryland in every chat that I moderate. So
So I was going over the notes from the D&D session, and apparently we never had this.
apparently what?
I never had K2's rate. I don't know what the fuck he was playing as.
I think he was just a human, wasn't he?
I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure he's a human ranger.
Yeah.
Confluence. Have you watched The Boys yet or no?
The boys?
Yeah.
Have you watched The
Everything-
Boys yet or no?
Everything except the
Yeah.
last season. Like the final season. I actually thought it was a really good show until the second to last season. Like the last season I saw, I thought was absolute dog shit. Hey, Ag.
It was kind of weird. I don't like how it felt like they started rushing it towards the end.
I just thought there was so much like intentionality put into like every scene for the first like 3 seasons or whatever it was. And then yeah, the last one I saw, I just felt like it just wasn't good. It just was not good.
Nope. Don't grab that.
I mean, this is actually pretty good, dude. So far, it's been pretty good.
Is it all out
Yeah.
yet, or is it like still coming
No,
out?
the first 2 episodes are out.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm only behind by 2 episodes then.
Yeah. And then the next is Monday, the 13th. But that show is like, what the fuck? I don't know what these people were thinking creating it.
I know it's a kind of a crazy show. It took a while to get used to because there's a lot of like just untoward things that happen in that show. I don't want to have to pogo off that. I think that's the only way. I think that's the only way to get up there. Means he has to be in like the perfect fucking spot. Such bullshit.
Where are you going, Buggy?
No,
Where are
go
you
home.
going?
I can't pogo you if you're there. No. Cause yeah, there's no way I can clear that.
Damn it, hold
I don't think.
What are you doing?
Great, now I'm maggot coated again.
Oh,
Oh wait, maybe I can make that. I can. Oh yeah, did K2 leave early? I can't remember. From D&D? Or is he there until the end?
We're there till the end, but we don't leave.
Don't go in there.
Oh my god.
Soda. So Soda, would it be gay if 2 dudes like did a weird handshake and like basically like they clamp each other's hands, touch each other's fingers, pretend like they're jacking each other off, and then smack each other's butts and walk away. Is that gay?
And you did say your boss can hear you on your camera, right, Frank? You just to clarify that.
The moment we shake hands, it turns gay.
That's true. Two bros touching like that.
That's unnatural.
No, they're two dudes.
Goodbye,
Yeah.
Paige.
But like Topanga knows what I'm talking about.
The moment
That was some weird ass video.
gay.
You know, I don't know if you guys ever watch Paige's channel, but I was watching it today and I'm like, it just made me realize I have no control over my panel. I have absolutely no control. Like Paige, like, so when she talks, people like listen, she can control. I feel like I don't know if I ever had control, but I've lost all control. It made me realize I have absolutely no agency over my panel.
Maybe you just don't have enough authority in your voice.
Yeah, apparently. Like there's very little over talking, which I mean I enjoy some over talking, don't get me wrong. But
Nice
watching
spread
Paige's
out.
panel, you can actually like hear what people are saying and stuff. It's crazy.
I'm good.
I gotta lay down the lawnmower, okay?
Lay down. Hey, Ag.
Agrilla Pollock.
Hey, it's just me. What's up?
How's it going?
It's going, man.
Hey, you should have joined us for D&D. I saw you in the chat, but why didn't you want to play?
Yeah, I had been up since like 4 in the morning. I couldn't stay up any longer. I get
Are you
very
up
little
so late?
sleep.
By
What's that?
choice or just like
Hey, what's
lack
your
of
Instagram?
sleep?
Lack of sleep and by choice.
What's your
I
IG?
what's that?
What's your IG, Ag?
What's my IG?
Your Insta.
What's your Instagram?
I don't-
So I
I
can
don't-
start sending you weird stuff. So I can start sending you weird stuff.
Thank
don't have-
you.
I don't have
Thank you,
Instagram.
Paige, for the $2. Paige just put on a police vest. You have the aviators. Police wear Oakleys. I feel like that Maryland accused me of being a Fed because of the aviators. If these were Oakleys, sure. Aviators, I mean, maybe. Maybe they're both associated with law
Or any other
enforcement.
thing to fix you.
I have the Discord, but I don't have IG. Frank.
Ah. 'Cause I want to send you weird stuff.
IG's for 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, what are you doing on there? Next, you're going to talk about TikTok,
Why
Frankie.
can't I send you weird stuff? Why I can't send you weird
I have
stuff?
Instagram, but my reels are mostly racism.
Instagram seems pretty good at giving people what they want. Like with K2, it's just like all anti-Semitism all the time.
Yeah.
The algorithm knows them so well. It's crazy. And then they all get sent to me, so in a way, I have an anti-Semitic Instagram too, without even having an Instagram.
Don't put that in your mouth. Stop it.
Oh, I'm so sick of trying to get up here. If there's another way up here, I'm gonna be so mad that I'm like spending so much time trying to fucking pogo off this guy. So close.
I need to make bread.
Ruh-roh. Yeah, I was rewatching that D&D stream though, and that was pretty good, Soda. I mean, just coming up with that off the top of your dome, and
It was really
kind
good.
of, on a teaching level, like kind of starting everybody off, even if people didn't know what they were doing. That was really good.
Also, for everyone else, I think me and Adam talked a couple days before it, and that, like, I was writing it when we were talking, and I didn't, at first I was like, okay, I'm feeling it, and then right when we got together,
You're muffled sounding. I don't know if it's just me.
Yeah, you sound like you have a
No, it's
pillowcase
pretty-
over your head.
Okay, I took the pillowcase off. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. No, I talked with Ag. I think maybe 3 days before, and when I was writing the story, I was like, "Man, this is gonna be a good story." And then right when we got together and I was about to begin reading it, I was like, "Man, I hope I don't fuck this up." I was like, "I'm already illiterate. God forbid I just screw it all up."
No, you did good, man. And also with like keeping people's turns and the pluses and minuses of everything every time there's a turn. You did pretty good, man. That was badass. For first time and coming up with it on just off the rip.
I enjoyed it.
I know it
think
took
we
you a
were
lot of
just-
time planning and going through and making that story, and it was pretty good.
And this will be the tutorial, so this will kind of
Right.
once we get past this, I guess we'll
You can
get
start
to
kind of making it more serious and kind of getting in and making an actual storyline.
Mm-hmm. And then
I like what you said at the end too. It was going towards the end when they finally camped out and you guys, it was just before you guys quit, and you were like, "Let me know about your backstories," and you kind of tie that into the storyline. That's really good.
that gives me more ideas breaking out
Gosh.
layers to it.
Yeah,
My
that
roasters
was
are
really
long
good.
gone, Chris. Long gone.
Yeah, I wanted to be a human paladin, and I was what's his name came in after you guys quit. I can't remember his name.
Mo.
I'm having. Yeah.
Mo?
Okay. Thank you, Mo. Yeah, I was having a fucking moment there. Yeah, Mo rebuttal.
A moment.
Yeah. Yeah. And so he was talking about like, do you guys have warriors, and someone mentioned you guys need a barbarian, but what you guys needed was a tank, and that's what I was wanting to be, because that would have been pretty fun.
Yeah, we can definitely add these. Especially like next campaign, kind of a good. I think the only person I really have to add back into the story would be Emmett, because it's something as simple as, well, he's been sitting in the pocket of Halford, and so I can just pull Emmett out of the pocket and if there's
Right.
But like for you, Topanga and Frankie, I would just have to have y'all in the beginning of the story be found again as the group, as the group split up and stuff like that, and then we can introduce y'all. So like Ag, your character won't come out of the pod. You will probably be. I'll probably do some fighting scene where you're fighting some people, and then the group shows up and
Right. Kind of meet along the way, and
Yeah.
which adds more story to
And
it.
hopefully we don't attack you
Yeah.
at first.
yeah, right.
But I'm still
That would be
mad.
cool.
You guys took my kill at the beginning because I wanted to kill that chick.
Everyone
I
killed
was
the
so
chick.
mad. You guys took or who was it?
I think I attacked
Bello
her and
took
then
my
regretted
kill.
it when she started begging for her mom, and I felt bad. But by
Well,
then
I was
Alex was
about to
always
kill her, and I
prepared
was
to
like, no.
backstab.
That kind of stretches out the time, so it's not
Well, that
like
matches up.
to the story, because now you're creating a little pocket inside the story. That spend 30 to 40 minutes on just this particular section, which kind
Yeah.
of links to the campaign.
Yeah, and that checks out. Like Confluence, you had a lot of time spent, which adds to your character on the stone creature, with the headless stone creature, because you still somehow thought, even though you knew and you asked about it, you still thought it had feelings.
Well, it was doing other things. It
And
wasn't.
then
I
you were
can't
having
remember.
like
Was it
sympathy
begging?
and empathy for a rock creature, right? And it was a headless, and you wanted to talk to it, but it was headless, so it couldn't. And Soda like repeatedly mentioned that it could not hear you.
Yeah, but then I used yak lepathy to hear into its thoughts. And I can't.
Yeah,
I think it
but-
has stone related
Yak
thoughts. if I
You
recall.
ended up just seeing a drinking stone man, an endless eternity of whiteness. That was good shit.
Oh my god, I'm
And,
just
and
dying
somehow
repeatedly.
Soda had the backstory of that
Hey.
too. He
Yeah, he
that
has
was-
that often.
that was-
Don't he knew I was gonna probe into the stone creature's mind? Okay, he knew that.
I had to think of something quick. I was like, well, fuck. Okay, he's gotta have.
Who the fuck would do this? Now I gotta come up with something.
There was a couple moments where I had to just fuck
Dude,
you off the gym because y'all did something I was expecting, which is good.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Crazy thought I just had. A crazy thought I just had. Would you use a dildo as a football? Confluence,
See,
would you use a dildo as a football?
This is Frankie's random shower thoughts. Most people think about life or purpose, and Frankie's thinking about throwing a dildo around with the boys. You want to go outside and throw the old dildo around?
You want to get in that thing? Oh, here.
That's,
I'm just dying repeatedly. This always happens. Take a week off, Silksong, all the muscle memory goes to shit.
Here.
Terrible.
Yep.
All right. We're gonna make waffle mix.
Trying to go too fast. That's the problem.
Yeah. Oil. Salt. Butter.
And if
you got that pillow back over your head.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Are you eating your mic?
A little bit. I'm gonna drop down again.
Whoa. Oh, I don't have to pogo off the plug. I spend so much time trying to do that. Okay, just going around.
Yeah.
Silly
So
game.
for what Soda was doing, that was a little bit more advanced than I'd kind of thinking that it was going to go. You know, at the beginning. So I mean, I learned D&D probably 15 years or more before the edition that he was going through. Because I think he said the 2014 edition he was starting to go through.
Did you have like a group you played with and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yep. It was like five to six of us, and that's a decent size. And we played diversified, so it was like we didn't like have a whole bunch of the same characters, and we had a really good dungeon master. But this, like I said, this was like when AD&D was like coming out and a thing. So this was like many years before the edition that Soda was talking about going through. So
How do I sound now?
Much
you sound
better.
much better.
Pillowcase
Okay.
free.
Yeah. I thought about starting the next campaign off with another vision as well, and kind of just build more on the lore, because the lore is going to be very important.
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. That's something that like that can, you know, a good dungeon master can freaking make or break it.
Oh yeah. Well, there has to be a combination. I've learned of two things. One, you need an in-depth DM, but you also need a enthusiastic group, because the DM can make a very good and in-depth story, but if I guess there's no enthusiasm with the players, then it kind of it can lessen the fact of the actual story itself.
Yeah. I don't think we don't have any problem with that, honestly, with the group that we have.
And then plus drinking also helps, because it helps with the imagination.
Lucky.
Yeah, because when I was playing back in the day, we did our group had like at least one, sometimes two, that would just do like some random ass rogue shit, and and sometimes they'd end up getting close to getting killed, but we would move so much further in the campaign that it was like it kind of caused the story to like push forward even more so.
Yeah.
Does that fix anything, section?
And it's fun. Oh, sorry.
They said my audio is the Discord's coming through weird, so I just changed the setting. But sorry, continue
I
on.
hear you fine.
Yeah, it might be something on OBS.
I was gonna say it does get fun sometimes though. Like for instance, it might be a bad example, but to me it was fun when like a character actually dies, and then you have to like kind of come up with something new. And then like Soda was saying, you like meet them in a tavern, or you're walking around and you come across him fighting somebody, and you know it just adds to the story. So people dying sometimes isn't a huge bad thing. Like if your character just sucks, then just do what you can to help save the group and die, and then you can make a new character.
Podesta got really close to dying.
Wait, did he?
Yeah, he lost more than in the last battle against not the Stone Knight, but in the battle with the zombies, he got down. So he has 30 hit points. Everybody but Half Hood has 30 hit points. Half Hood has 34 because of class advantage. And I think Podesta had lost 14 out of his 30 hit points.
See, I wonder if Podesta even. I can't remember if he.
Shot him. You shot him, and he was hit twice.
Wait, did I do that on purpose? I can't remember.
No.
Or did I just roll bad?
Yeah, you rolled bad. And
it would turn it into an AOE instead of a directed shot, so you would hit your it'd be friendly fire at the same time.
Oh, I think I remember. Is that when I tried to use Yak Ball, which is like a fireball, but yaks?
Yep.
Well, yeah, you guys did it several times. I forget who did. I think Alex might have done it several times with the stone creature too, where he actually ended up hitting.
Yeah.
At least once, he ended up hitting friendly fire.
I like the little secret info that you gave to Alex, and then Alex like has the decision to share it. So he shared it with me, so now me and him know it. Like I like that inside. It makes people like think about alliances or like trust. I thought that was fun. Even though I have no idea what that knowledge means, but
I thought about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought about like how would I have the whole vision and be able to share it with just one person? Then I was like, well, maybe not the whole vision. Share the vision with the group, but have a particular detail about the vision be sent to one of the players.
yeah, I thought that was a fun idea.
I will in the next section. I'll probably repeat that vision because the vision's important, and the fact that both you and Alex know the piece of information is going to be crucial to, I guess, later on.
Damn, now I feel left out.
Only me and Alex know it. Yeah, well, Alex. It was told to Alex, and because we have a warlock bond, he shared it with me eventually.
I see.
But it means like nothing to us right now. It's just like a.
Wait,
well,
so
I won't
didn't
even
go
tell
back
you
and
what it is.
watch.
You know.
What happened to Emmett again?
Old man. Can't remember.
Yeah, old man.
He was put into a pocket of Half Hood, and Half Hood is now carrying Emmett in his pocket.
Oh.
Emmett with his enchanted 45. The hell did my control? How did it land there?
All right.
I wish there was more weekend days so that, you know, because now it's like 2 weeks away till D&D. Not enough days in the weekend.
Yeah, I know, right? Shit.
That's what I was gonna say. Like every 2 weeks is almost not enough.
More.
What?
I was gonna say I figured I would see as long as.
What?
What'd you say, Frankie?
Who knows what he says most of the time? I do. And I'm making bread.
Translate.
Okay. I don't. Okay.
Damn it.
Check
Well,
out.
anyways, I was gonna say every other 2 weeks or every other week was like, it almost seems like it's gonna be not enough because you got quite
Yeah.
a few people that
Well,
want to
I
get
was
into
gonna
it.
let trivia fizz out, so I was gonna allow trivia to keep going, and if trivia
Yeah.
fizzes out,
Move it on a different
I'd
day.
stop it. Well, I mean, we
Yeah.
could always do that. Confluence. We could switch trivia to a weekday, and
Yeah.
because trivia doesn't take that long, so it'd
That's
be
true.
something you could get out
Yeah.
in like 4 hours.
That's what I was like kind of getting to because you could do, trivia. And I mean, I don't know, just an idea, but maybe another night and do your D&D Fridays and then have your Silksong Saturdays and just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's a good point because yeah, trivia doesn't take
The-
long. Already, it's like I usually have to try to find 2 things on trivia days because I want to stream late on Friday. But yeah, if trivia is moved to like Thursday, especially if Rage Page is willing to do it, then I don't even need like to have the prep time to like put because before I'd have to load it all into the thing, which would take like a little while to do. But if Rage Page is still willing to do the
If you're
little
looking
PDFs.
to like stream longer on Friday nights, then a D&D Friday night would be probably better.
Can
In my
Big Soda,
opinion.
do you think you can keep up with that? Like, is that going to be enough time if we did do it each week?
I think so, because with this, we weren't even able to get past, I guess, the first session that I had sat down and wrote. So I would think I now have 30 to 45 minutes of stuff we haven't gone through yet, plus all the stuff I add for the next campaign. So I think I could squeeze out enough campaign for every Friday.
Oh yeah, especially the more everybody gets into it. It's. I mean, I'm not trying to make it sound like you're dragging it out, but it does take longer to get through it all, and it's
Look at
that
this
much more fun.
Look at this panel, degenerates.
Hey,
What's up, Abner?
how's it going?
Hey, fucking happy Easter.
Happy
happy
Easter.
ladies.
Oh yeah, it's your like Orthodox Easter is like now, isn't it?
It is.
Right. I forgot you guys have it on a different day.
Happy current Easter.
Yeah. I was at church this morning, and then we have to go back tonight from 11:30 to 4 a.m. So, yeah.
Is there still like
could,
Easter
share-
Sunday? Like, is tomorrow still? Is it just
You
all
sound
like
super
a week
excited.
off?
About
I'm
that.
super exhausted. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I haven't slept yet. I literally went from BK till 5 in the morning straight to liturgy. Just got home from liturgy. And now I have to then prep to get ready for liturgy tonight. So, this is
running on
my
fumes.
days. I'm running on
Yeah.
fumes. I almost fell asleep standing up during liturgy. I'll be honest.
Going from straight
So,
from
I mean,
BK to liturgy is
It's not
wild.
hard to do, anyways. Sometimes.
I won VK last night, so
Did you?
eat it, bitch.
Oh,
Yeah,
congrats.
yeah. 1 VK, dude. I demolished fucking Steelborn too. I gave him a good smack bottom. So
Autumn?
a good smack bottom. You know what I mean?
Put them smack.
Well, what was the
Damn
what
chicken.
was the argument?
So Steelborn's been running my Heaven Maxing recently. So we got forced topicked. Heaven Maxing is moral, right? And so I was gonna take it's not moral, right? But he wasn't gonna let me do that. He took Heaven Maxing is not moral, and I took Heaven Maxing is moral. But here's the kicker. There's nothing in there that talks about the abortion machine. It's just talking about Heaven Maxine. So I totally threw him off. I go, wait, are you saying that you don't want all the souls in heaven? Like, I didn't talk about an abortion machine. He goes, that's what Heaven Maxine is. I go, no, that's the way of how to achieve Heaven Maxine. And he got really mad. Yeah.
Did you just throw
So-
that, bud?
I like that heaven
You should,
maxing is like brought up on all these panels.
Yeah, right. It's crazy. What's funny is all these people are running it too, right? That's the crazy part. Like, at first, like it was contentious. It was like, Avarice, don't run this. You're like your soul's gonna be at wreck. Now everybody's fucking running it. It's like, you sure this was my soul at wreck? Because y'all are fucking running it now. You guys just want to run it without me.
You've had a terrible effect on people, Avarice. That's what I'm hearing. Eventually, in some far-flung future, this is like people are gonna think this is like a sincere argument, and they're gonna start like doing heaven maxing, and you'll be like the godfather of heaven maxing, or like the Avarice method.
I locked in my tickets for DebateCon. I locked in my tickets for South Carolina and North Carolina. So you'll be able to see me at all Andrew's events this summer. So
you'll be in my neck of the woods when you come to South Carolina.
yeah, so I'll be at the Andrew debate in South Carolina with Owen Schroeder, and then I'll be in North Carolina for the debate with Rachel and Brian Shapiro, and then in July I'll also be at DebateCon 7. So yeah.
Nice.
Brian Shapiro, man, that guy is something else.
He is something else.
All the tickets are locked into place too, so no going back now.
That's gonna be a trip, man. Hell yeah.
Egg, are you going again?
Yep.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Big Soda, are you going if it's in South Carolina?
No, it's in Dallas.
Yeah, the next one's in Dallas.
Wait, why did Big Soda bring up South Carolina?
That's where the university
That's where
debates
the-
are.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see.
I know. In a month and a half, I'll be in Ag's neck of the woods.
Oh yeah.
In Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be going to St. Augustine.
Yep. So
I
that's
really
like 2
wanna visit
hours
there.
from me.
Is that an Orthodox church or a monastery?
No,
Hey, Joseph.
no. It's
Hey, James.
we'll be going down there to vacation. It's a prominently Catholic community, but that's not why we're going. We're just going there for vacation.
You'll have to let me know.
Are you
You go
gonna-
to Disney World or to see Ron DeSantis? And there's only one right answer to that question. And it's
Well,
DeSantis.
Lindsey Graham bought me tickets from the last time he went, so we'll be going. Thanks
You'll
to
have to let
Lindsey
me
Graham.
know the dates though exactly, and we might be able to
I
get
got you.
together one.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Shit.
I want to go to one of these meetups someday.
Plan to do a lot of fishing.
I got my son an icon, so I'm trying to put it above his crib.
Oh,
right
icon of who?
Oh, Jesus on the cross,
Oh, a classic.
the
Yeah,
classic.
Soda, I got the lifetime hunting license, and so that allows me lifetime saltwater and freshwater fishing. So I'm good to go.
Dude.
And
I got that too. It's called a native card.
no, I just have it in the state of Florida. I don't know about natives.
Yeah, I got that too. It's called the native card. I can do that in any state as long as I don't sell it.
Well, if you're resident to
I could-
Florida, also you can freshwater fish without the license.
You know what I dare somebody to do though? I dare someone to go king fishing salmon hunting without their king stamp, and that includes natives.
Nice. Well, yeah, I don't do that, but
You like
a
I'm down for
special thing
saltwater
for that?
fishing in general.
Yeah,
And
the
that'd be
wardens.
freshwater.
The wardens get super pissy. They'll check to make sure you have your king stamp if they catch a fucking king salmon.
Oh yeah.
They want,
Yeah.
they
It's
want,
bad.
they want to make sure you have that fucking stamp.
I think fishing licenses are so gay. Like, I feel like it's my God-given right to catch a freaking fish. Like, why? Like the government? I sound like a libertarian, but why would the freaking government be able to tell me I can't go to a lake and
because they
fish.
can't
What I hate,
exactly
too.
regulate that fact that you're going to keep the fish or not, and if it's a non-invasive species and you start like catching a bunch of them and killing them,
Because it has a
like,
fishing
Yeah,
license
the breed
stop
goes
you from
down.
doing that, I guess. Like
They
you could have a
stop-
fishing license and then still do it.
And hold on. So it's a little. You're
that's
being
why
a little
there's
bit. Hold on.
seasons to their
He's
seasons
being
for
a little
certain
bit
fish.
fallacious too, right? Because if you don't need the hunting license if you're actually using it for survival and you're homeless.
Right. But I mean,
Yeah.
in the state of Florida,
I
it's
mean,
not- that's
if you're homeless.
Yeah, like
Well,
if
there's a
you
lot
have,
of
that-
seasons out
that's
here
a
for
very
fish
small
as well.
If you don't-
percentage.
if you don't have a place of dwelling in, like, let's say you're living out of a campsite or a KOA, you can fish in any grounds because it is for survival.
Can you catch the kingfish things that you're talking about?
Absolutely
you're gonna
not.
have to- that's going to be a long, drawn out court process too. But
Yeah, it would be too.
That would suck. But yeah, I mean, you can technically. What Avarice is saying is correct.
But I don't see why the government
Wait,
would
what's going
stop
on?
me from just fishing. Especially because, I could just have a fishing license. That doesn't stop me from then just doing a bunch of catching like way too much above my limit and stuff. So it's like the fishing license, what does that do? Just the government trying to get money.
Well, if they
For
catch
lakes
you,
they didn't
if they
fucking
catch
make.
you and you have a fishing license.
God made those
Take
lakes,
this for
you
example,
know?
here in the state of Florida, if you catch a snook here in the state of Florida that is not snook season and FWC season, they will fuck you royally for it.
Yeah,
So,
that's,
like, kinda
that's the
like-
thing about it.
Yeah, and I just looked it up.
cares.
Actually, I want to go fishing because I want to get
cares
some
if you have
snook
a fishing
until the
license.
30th.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go invade a couple more panels, but I'm trying to hit your panel tonight, Confluence. So
Oh, thanks.
Thanks for stopping
hopefully you
by.
open it up.
Yeah, probably gonna be a
Good to see you,
religious
Av.
chaos panel.
Yeah, later, dude.
We'll see you
Fantastic.
later, Avarice.
Take care.
Big Soda, it's good to see you.
Always good to see you, brother.
Have a good day.
Relia
Sure, bud.
Boss, good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Frankie,
Later,
hi
man.
Frankie, hi. Good to see you, Frankie.
Hi, Avarice.
Woman,
Good to see you too, Avarice.
good
wanna
to
be
see you
gay
too,
later?
woman. What?
All right, man.
That's my wife. That's my wife, you fuck.
That's why I didn't call her bitch. You're welcome.
That's fine.
Well, you're an F word.
Well, listen, I called her woman instead.
Hey, you guys, be nice.
No,
Wait,
only-
what happened? What just happened here?
I don't
Nothing,
know,
we're
be
being
nice.
sarcastic.
Frankie's
Well, I'm
gonna
being
fight.
sarcastic.
Frankie's gonna
Yeah,
fight
Frankie-
Avarice.
Yeah.
All right, well, good luck with all of that.
Later,
Have a
y'all.
good rest of your day.
Take care.
No,
Later,
I just looked it up. Snook is till or April 30th, and I really want to go out. I want to go out.
Yeah. I haven't been
Monday.
saltwater out there in a long time. I'm usually either shore fishing or fishing off the bridge or freshwater fishing.
I hit up a lot of the canals around my area because we're we live 4.5 hours away from St. Augustine.
What neck of the woods are you? Because I'm
Southwest.
We're in Southwest Florida.
Southwest Florida,
What's the point of doing
Yeah.
this?
so Sarasota up
Yeah,
to
in that general area, a little bit lower.
okay,
Yeah.
because that's the same thing as St. Augustine. It's about 2 hours for me,
Yeah.
maybe 3.
Yeah,
This whole
but
town
the
is
thing
filled
is-
with
but the-
canals,
yeah,
but the canals you can hit up. Hold on, let me talk. The canals you can find a lot of spots where it's you could fish saltwater and freshwater standing in the same spot.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So,
Freshwater.
we haven't gone
That's
fishing in
kinda-
so long. I'm going Monday.
I want to go deep.
fishing.
They call it I don't know if it's not quite deep sea, but you're away from the shore and you go out.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
I
shit.
want to.
haven't done
I
that
want to
in so
go
long.
in with my dad. 'Cause my dad lives out here. I want to go in with him, and me and Frankie, and we can probably rent a charter boat and go out there.
Yeah,
Because there's a lot of
that's
boats
the
you
way
can
to do
rent.
it.
Yeah. I think so. Good.
That would be fun.
All
as
right.
hell.
Well, I'm gonna get off of here because I gotta finish making my bread and I gotta make waffle mix.
Have fun
Thanks.
baking.
Thank you. Have a good one, you guys.
Take care.
Yeah, have a good
Bye.
one.
Yeah.
Chris, did you say you played Hollow Knight or Silksong? Because what was the point of me doing all of that? I just talked to a bug that didn't even give me anything. That better have done something.
Damn, Confluence, you didn't beat this game yet?
Well, I technically did.
Yeah, Confluence.
I
what the
technically
fuck?
did, but there's like a
I
true.
think you didn't beat
Yeah,
Dark Souls.
There's a true
He
ending.
beat the Timu version. He's got to
Yeah.
beat the real one.
And currently, I'm trying to figure out how to even. There's a whole Act 3, but I don't even know how to get to it.
Well, you have to get past Act 2.
I did. I beat Act 2. I got to the end credits, but that's not enough. You have to do other things apparently. Where the hell
So many
am
things
I?
to do. So little time.
I have so much stuff to do, so little time.
Right?
No idea where the hell I'm going.
Right.
I wonder how Podesta's doing with this game. He said that he picked it up. And he said it's very hard, okay? So take that. Take that, you guys.
Are you using keyboard and this is on a computer?
No, I'm using a controller. Got my little
I got you.
Xbox One controller plugged in.
Okay.
I think I can get up here. What? This game is so confusing. Where am I supposed to go from here? All this progress, and I end up at this like dead end. I don't think I can climb this.
No. Show your map.
I don't even have a map of this area, so I'm just like, that's my symbol off to the right in fucking no man's land. It looks like there's something above me, but I don't know if I just connect to it from a different area maybe, and I'm just gonna drop down, but I can't imagine where that connection would be. There's like nothing above me on the map.
Try going down and to the left maybe.
Well, if I
And then
just
going
go
up from there.
If I just go this way, I think it's just gonna, unless there's like a
Go
secret.
up.
God damn it.
Yeah, it's just gonna
Go
lead
up
me
to the
here.
left. Yeah, but did you go up and to the left?
There's just that's what I did. I don't know. Are you watching the screen share? Because I don't know if the thing's
Yeah.
behind. Because I can go
I
over
am.
here, and I got something, but there's nothing else here. And then I
Yeah.
came from the left at the bottom, and then I can go up this way.
You can go up this way. Yeah. Well, go.
But then it just leads.
Okay, so now you're there again. Go left and go up.
Well, there's no
So
platform. I'm just
your
gonna
map.
fall.
Show your map. Show your map again.
The map shows nothing. Like you see where my
Well, I know.
icon is? It's like
But you
that
can
way.
see. Yeah, but you can tell relative to where it's showing you that you do need to go left somehow.
Well, I came from the left.
Where are you trying to go?
Oh, read the
Up?
sign. Oh, Chris is
Because you
saying
can
read
go
the sign
left
on the
and
left.
up, and yeah. If you go left and then up, it looks like it will lead to another level or area. I don't know if you're supposed to be able to make that jump you're doing now, but
Like I've been all here. I've done all of this. This is all completed.
yeah. But
Now
look
I'm way
where
over
you
there.
are.
Yeah, but I have
Yeah,
no
look
idea.
where you are. You can't. You don't. It's like it. It looks like you probably don't want to go down. So it looks like you might need to go left.
Yeah, Chris is saying there's some spot where I'm supposed to play my needle. How would I know that? Well, he's saying there's a sign. Did I miss
Or
a
are you
sign?
What are you playing?
Is the harp sign?
Read
No.
the si- Am I supposed to play it here? How would I know that? Is it gonna do something? How would I know to do that?
How would you know that, Confluence?
Yeah.
doing?
So there you go.
Sisters,
Because that's what I was
spiders, watch these waters flow, cleansing, binding, a silk from shell. Is this a poem? What am I supposed to do with this?
Take the cocoon.
Read the poem.
I did read the poem.
You have to read poetry.
Maybe that
You
did
have to read
something.
poetry.
Maybe that did something to that area that I was just in?
No. Go left and up.
Look, I like Cholula. I like Cholula hot sauce.
Oh, yeah. I love that shit. Cholula, dude, that shit is good on everything.
Yeah, it is, man.
Yeah,
Especially some,
Silksong
like,
is a tough
fucking
game, to be
eggs,
fair.
man.
Thank you for
Oh
the
my God.
encouragement. It's me, Master James.
Make some scrambled eggs with a little bit of garlic powder and some Cholula, and that shit is good as fuck.
I put Cholula on rice and on steak and stuff.
There's nothing this way.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
really eat eggs, man. I don't really eat eggs.
Yeah, give me
like
tips.
eggs.
Give me tips. Meow meow. Because Chris told me I could play the needle in here, and yeah, it does this, and I get a little poem, which is fun, but you know. Oh, now
Yeah,
the flea.
eggs-
Oh, go back to the fleas. Okay. See, how would I know how to do
Eggs
that?
are like staple.
I guess I can just quit
We always
out.
have a ton of eggs.
So the crew of the Artemis came down. Apparently, they came down from their moon tour.
Oh
I think I
yeah.
touched down last night when we
Yeah, that was
started
last
D&D.
night. I didn't even check on him.
Yeah,
I heard their toilet broke for like the whole thing.
That's what I heard. They were having toileting issues.
Oh, the light thing is way later. Okay. Yeah, apparently the toilet's like $15 million or something, and it friggin' broke. I like had to poop in bags or something.
Of all things,
Very untoward.
that fucking little ass thing probably stunk like shit the whole time.
Yeah. They should just like opened the window and just pooped into space, you know? I could see nothing going wrong
I mean,
with
can
that.
you imagine having to poop in a bag?
Yeah. Very unpleasant.
That in itself was a challenge, probably.
Don't even have, I almost said ovaries. Well, I don't have ovaries either. I don't have enough rosaries to even open up that friggin' shortcut. Just gonna be glad to get the hell out of this godforsaken area.
That shit, they just fucking dominated your ass.
They do. They're just like super aggro. These things like just grab me. These things shoot shit at me. The big guys just freaking hump me. The whole thing's bad. It's just bad news all around. Okay, thank God we're out of it.
What the fuck do you have the fog of war on?
Hey,
How
so
come you can't see beyond?
I don't. It's all
hey, so
dark
would it
coded.
be gay would it be gay if a man tells another man a nice nose marriage?
Hey, nice
You say
what?
what?
I'm just gonna answer your question with yes.
No
That'd be
hair.
gay because I know you're gonna say something gay.
Why would that be gay?
I
It
mean,
does sound gay.
it does sound a little gay. But hey, Frankie, it's 2026, okay?
Look, what about non-gay way?
Yeah, if you follow it up with that, then I think you're in the clear. That always
Hey,
works
how's it
for me,
going?
I
Oh, no.
found. Oh, hey, Kirk.
And today's world is still seems a little gay.
I hope I didn't come here at the end of the stream.
No, we're just getting started.
Wait,
Yeah.
I mean, are you being a little gay there, Kirk?
I don't even remember.
I'm
I don't
not
even know
even
where I
gonna
left
answer
the
the question.
fleas, man. I don't even know. Where are those fucking fleas gone?
Why do you have
They
to-
moved
So,
somewhere.
Curiosity, Confluence. So did you take any economics class at all in college?
No, I hate economics.
Economics is more of a right-leaning field than psychology.
I took like a intro that was like economics adjacent, but it was like a bullshit economics thing. Like it wasn't like wasn't a serious business.
I'm a fan of
Talk about gay stuff.
Austrian economics
Yeah,
and Chicago
I've-
School
you,
Economics.
You have mentioned that
Why
before,
would
Kirk.
we talk about gay economics? Gay stuff?
Kirk always
Soda,
brings
don't
up
you
the
wanna talk
gayest
about gay
things.
stuff?
Economics, physics, the worst of the topics.
Philosophy.
Philosophy's good, but not the way Kirk talks about it.
Philosophy is good. What is economics and physics?
Now I gotta find out where those frickin' fleas went. Their Microsoft stopped working too, meow meow. That checks out actually. That's relatable.
I'm a fan of Milton Friedman's economic views, like Chicago School. Confluence?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Kirk.
You don't know Milton Friedman?
Well, I know, but I don't know what you want me to say with economics. Keynesian, blah 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 blah, whatever the fuck you want to say.
Are you a fan of Milton Friedman's economic views?
He's trying to say it all plays together.
Is Milton Friedman that black guy that does like the voiceovers for things?
No. Milton Freeman's
the guy who like plays God and
that's Morgan Freeman.
Oh,
that's his brother.
Okay, that's what I thought. I knew they were related. I can't remember how.
They could be. There's a town in like Mississippi where they fucking worship the guy. Where he's from. I forget the name of the town.
Morgan Freeman or Milton Friedman?
Morgan Freeman.
Both.
Guys, if you were a flea, where would you go on this map?
Yeah,
so you know
came from
who
them
Milton
before you
Friedman
took
is, but you don't know his economic theories?
I know who.
Do you remember taking... Oh.
You know who he is, but not his economic theories?
No, I don't give a fuck about people's economic theories, Kirk. Oh, there's the fleas? They're in Bellahart. Okay.
But then I'm basically asking if you've heard the name.
I heard the name. I said I heard the name.
Okay. Then why don't you look into it? Economics is cool. Economics is cool, in my opinion, but I guess not for everyone.
Some gay shit, you know. The economy. I'm more interested in like the actual, like I could get interested in like the more business side of things. Like I find that stuff interesting. I don't know anything about it, to be clear, but you know, like stocks and ETFs and stuff. I think that stuff's cool to think about.
That's interesting stuff. That's economic.
It also seems more like practical, but like economic systems and like macroeconomics, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that, you know?
Yeah,
don't you love people who are, don't you love Israel?
Well, who doesn't? Doesn't everybody love Israel? They're our greatest ally.
Many Jewish people are in economics, to my understanding.
Whoa, that's anti-Semitic, Kirk. Wow, that's so anti-Semitic.
Wow.
Your cooks are really going mask off. Next year to say they're taking over Hollywood. Settle down, Kirk.
I'm not saying that they are controlling the economic system. I'm saying academics tend to be more likely. There are a lot of Jewish people in academia.
Wow.
Relative to their population. Not saying it's a good or bad thing. It just is.
Yeah, we get it, Kirk. They control everything.
Yeah, you don't need to say any more, Kirk. We hear you loud and clear.
They also dominate the porn industry.
Like as the actors or the people that like run the porn? Because I know that Rabbi bought Pornhub, but I think a rabbi owns OnlyFans, or maybe it's just a Jewish guy.
I believe the OnlyFans guy died.
Man, I'm tempted to say an untoward comment. But
also, all the views and opinions expressed on this channel do not necessarily represent the people that are on
everything I say represents all of the panelists, but it doesn't cut in both ways.
No.
Yeah, so if Kirk says something, it doesn't reflect us. But if I say something, then everyone agrees with it. Yes.
Wait, no, that's no. no.
Okay, it's flea time. Probably missing so many fleas. Oh, better tell me where they are. Maybe like a flea map. Yeah. I don't even know. I don't even know if I get anything from these fleas. And in the original game, you'd get these little caterpillars, and they'd give you stuff. They'd give you stuff when you collected them from this like big fat caterpillar. And then when you get all the caterpillars, he fucking eats them all. And you're like, I just spent the whole game saving these fucking bugs just for you to fucking eat all of them. Terrible. Such a black-pilled ending.
And then eventually you get your bugs that you can just throw out.
Oh yeah, I got my other bugs. Yeah, my minions. In Hollow Knight, you
So
can
you
get
already got
so many
bugs.
minions. I used to love playing that because you had little charms. It's kind of like in this game that you can put on these little badge things, like from this menu, but you could put on like a bunch of stuff in Hollow Knight, and there'd be like things that would make like, yeah, bugs swarm you and like little spiders to form. And if you stacked all of them, you would just have like a sea of creatures surrounding you. It's super hilarious.
I mean, psychology is
Oh, good,
related
there
to
is a map.
economics.
Good to see Let's
You're
Chief.
you're interested in psychology, and that's related to economics.
Yeah, but that's like when you're like, oh, you should like physics because it's related to philosophy, and you like philosophy. It's like, yeah, well, using those chains, you should like everything then, you know? Because everything's linked to something by some amount of degrees of separation.
Chemistry has almost nothing to do with philosophy, for example, or music really has nothing to do with astronomy.
Yeah, but
Basically.
but you could build a link, right? You could say chemistry is related to physics, and physics is related to philosophy, and philosophy is related to psychology. So then, you see what I mean? So if you like one, you should like everything.
Well, yeah, but then you're playing semantics.
I think you're playing semantics, Kirky boy.
Out of curiosity, did you study Spinoza's ethics when you were in college?
No.
I think I would like to study them because even though I'm a Kantian, so I probably would not agree with them because they're to my saying pre-Kant. I've heard that Spinoza's ethics are important for the history of philosophy.
Pre-Kant. That sounds like the stuff that you can like accidentally get a woman pregnant with. You think I'd like Spinoza? Oh, he gave me something. Finally, the fleas give me something. Jeez.
Do you say you think I'd like Spinoza? I don't know. I don't know much about Spinoza's philosophy.
No, I asked you if I would like Spinoza, but I guess you can't answer that if you don't know Spinoza.
I don't know. I don't know much about Spinoza's philosophy.
Kadastana.
Sit at the bench. Sit at the bench.
I'm talking to the fleas and I'm being flea coded. Enter. I don't have enough money to go to the spa. Fuck.
Broke ass.
Constantly broke in this game, man. Fine, I'll break rosaries. I really wanted to go to the spa. I was excited about that. Better be fun.
It'll be worth it.
Better be refreshing.
Enter.
Well, that is pretty refreshing.
It's just some fucking water.
It's kind of relaxing, though. I don't regret my purchase. I'm not gonna have buyer's remorse here, okay?
Yeah, there's like, there's nothing to do. That's bullshit. You just wasted 10 rosaries.
Yeah, but I can kind of swim around in this little... Wait, someone's peeking at me! Do you see that guy? Do you see that pervert?
Yeah.
He's looking through the
I see him.
window!
Oh, he
What
goes
the-
away when you hit him.
What the hell is that? A freaking peeping Tom!
Okay.
That was adored!
That's,
Trying to catch me bathing like that, bro?
dude, he went away when you hit up there.
That was this guy. Look, he... Oh,
Yeah,
I
look
hit
at
him
it.
Yeah,
again.
fuck you. Yeah, fuck that guy.
A mistake.
I
Poor
think
little
in college,
crats
someone likes to
did
watch
not mean
other
to
people's
steal the
sex.
look. Yeah, this guy's a voyeur or whatever it's called.
And barely saw a thing. Fuck that. Hit him.
Nah, sure, I'll hit him again. Can I
Sorry,
accidentally
get
kill
trying
him?
to record you.
He literally is admitting to peeking on you.
He works for Mossad. He's trying to get blackmail.
Yeah. You know what that deserves.
If I hit him too many times,
more
will he
time.
die, though?
Maybe. Let's try.
Well, I
This
don't
guy
want to.
needs
What
to
if
get
he's like
taken
for
out,
a,
man.
what if he's for like a quest or something? You know.
Yeah, but he's gonna do worse to the next person.
Well,
That is true. The next person may not catch him.
Is he the one I paid money to even go in that place?
Yes.
He's saying you should. That's like illegal.
Yeah.
That's so illegal.
That's why you should hit him again.
Oh, the fleas love my music.
Hit him
Look
again.
at that.
Okay. So he's a tough son of a gun.
Yeah, hit that guy. That guy.
That's his boss. Take it out on
Hey,
his
you
boss.
gotta do the pup.
Go hit the guy with a sword.
I'll probably start a battle.
Man, that's some crap. They gypped you out of your spa time, man.
I know. I was having a good relax in there, and then freaking ruined
All of a
it.
sudden, you had a fucking peekaroo.
Oh, what is? I have to pay. They want me to find the fleas, right? And they're charging me money. These are like freaking. Am I allowed to say gypsies, or is that a racial thing?
Yeah, no, that's
These are like the
gypsy.
Romani people, okay? They're nomadic. They want me to help them. They're charging me money so I can help them. Are you freaking kidding me? This has cost so many rosaries.
Something gypsy.
Like, I never remember if you're allowed to say gypsy or if that counts as like a slur.
I don't know.
It depends if you call Jewish people gypsies.
But gypsies are the Romani people, right? Or Romani, or whatever it's called. Not to be confused with Romanians.
I think originally, yeah, but I think that term kind of lost its true meaning over time.
And back to the Velvet Underground, back to Fly Love, to a room with some lace and paper flowers, back to the gypsy there was, to the gypsy there was.
What the hell are you saying right now, Kirk?
It sounded like a spell.
Yeah, you casting spells, using some of that Jewish magic you learned in your Noahide classes.
What guys?
See you, Frankster.
Later.
I did go. By the way, do you know? I'm
After
curious.
doing research, do not use the word gypsy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, I won't. But I am curious. Where did the stereotype come from that Jewish men are effeminate?
I don't know if I've heard that.
I don't think I've heard
Yeah,
that
it's
either, and
weird.
I'm
It's a weird
caught up with all the
stereotype.
slang.
Yeah, I thought it's pretty booked up.
What's pretty booked up?
I said I thought I was pretty booked up, but you're hitting me with something new.
I like to hear you say something new about physics, but you know,
Anything fun going on tonight?
not really.
Wait, who just asked that?
The religious chaos.
I did. The supreme, the greatness, the champion, the
Oh, it's
goat.
Tyler. So hard to tell people's voices sometimes.
The horseradish. He's a debate partner, and you did that. We're debating foreign policy, right?
Yeah.
Man, Kirk is like fanboying out. He's like stuttering. Is this the average debate enjoyer? Oh my god.
You want an autograph, kid?
I'm 18. I'm not a kid anymore. I mean, I still
If you're
live
handing them out, Tyler, I'll take an autograph.
All right.
Only
I
if
would
you're
love
handing
one.
them out.
Let me sign your old lady's titty.
Great.
In some or fountain or honey path.
Yeah,
That's
I got
weird.
the week off of horseradish today. They don't need me to judge.
Why don't they want you to judge?
Oh, we rotate out, so I've been judging a lot lately.
Oh, I thought you meant you got like kicked out banned from judging.
No. We're just rotating around, just so someone doesn't have to do the same job every week.
Search the fat flea guy you discovered in bile water. Did I already do that? I think so. Which one's the fat? Oh, this one? Oh yeah, the map person, the Romani. I can't say the other word apparently. It's trying to sell me things. Tyler, I guess you don't like the religious chaos panels, eh? That's the problem.
Yeah.
That word can have effects.
It's not that I don't like them, it's just I don't know, I can't keep up.
You should just become religious for the sole reason of joining religious chaos panels.
Also, I am curious, Confluence. There's something I've been thinking about recently. Can I run it by you? It's about not physics or anything like that.
Is it about economics?
No.
Okay, hit me.
So, if women are more religious than men, why is it thought that religion is patriarchal?
Wait, say it again?
Why do people think religion is patriarchal if women are more religious than men on average?
I mean, are they worldwide?
Yes.
I didn't actually know that. I know in the West that's true. But I would have guessed in the Muslim world. Although I don't know if the women really have like a choice, so they, you know, I don't know if you can. Well, in a lot of those places you get apostasy charges too, so that's probably hard to track. Like even in a place like Malaysia, you can't it's illegal if you are a Muslim to stop being a Muslim. But I don't know. I think it's just supposed to balance kind of the, you know, probably what we see in like the home and stuff, you know. So I think people are more likely to think of God as patriarchal because they see their patriarchs in society and stuff. And I think that does make sense, but I don't really think God has like a gender or anything, you know. As I've said before, accidentally, I think God is transgender, but not in that way. Just like trans as in beyond gender, to be clear.
Oh, like an actual way.
Basically, the thing is, God or religion is seen as patriarchal because that's how society sees it. But even if women are more religious than men on average?
Yeah, because I don't really like women being more religious. I don't really think that changes anything because, you know, when these religions were formed, right, the hierarchy was obviously, and it still is to some degree, right? We obviously live in still a patriarchal society. And kind of every society is a patriarchal society if you think about it. And so if a society's creating a religion, they're probably gonna, that's maybe the more human answer. What?
Western society isn't patriarchal, I would say.
What like if you look at like most people in, it depends, like if you're talking on a home level, I would still say that most men are probably still like dealing with like the finances, for example, or making like just on average, but that is shrinking. But what's not really, if you look at like the percent of CEOs that are men, or obviously like the fact that there's been like no female presidents ever in US history, right? Like it obviously still is a patriarchy. Not in a bad way.
That's just because we're smart. That doesn't mean patriarchy. That just means...
That's not what the word patriarchy means. Patriarchy is when women are prevented from accessing opportunities.
No, it's not. That's not what patriarchy means.
If we just happen to elect somebody that's not going to be a disaster, we happen to elect men, that just is what it is. But women are able to run and could potentially win. That means it's not a patriarchal society, in my opinion.
I feel like that's a weird definition of patriarchy. I mean, the society is, like, broadly speaking, run by men, you know, for better or for worse.
That's it's probably not the entire definition, but I would say if you're looking at factors of a pure patriarchal definition in that specific realm, that factor would be that, as I said.
I mean, it's at least better, I guess, than Kirk's thing about that patriarchy is defined as, like, the oppression of women. That's very, like, third wave feminist of you, Kirk. Or maybe second wave, I don't know. One of the waves. All the waves, maybe.
If you define patriarchy as discrepancies between men and women, then yes, every society is going to be patriarchal. But if by patriarchy you mean discrimination against women, then no, the West is not patriarchal.
By patriarchy, I mean men broadly, like, running the top ends of society. So, like, running, again, most of the big companies in most places in governments.
Because statistically speaking, men are more interested and likely to be on the extreme ends of things because of evolutionary psychology.
Yeah, that's why most societies are patriarchy. That's why there is no matriarchal society.
Your definition of patriarchy is just...
That's how you define patriarchy, then patriarchy is not a bad thing.
Yeah,
I don't think patriarchy is a bad thing.
You're just saying the chips land where they may, and if 51% of leaders...
Discrimination against women is bad, but discrepancies in gender is not bad. Because if it's based on free choice.
Well, the chips fall where they may. In a free society, women are going to gravitate more toward caretaker roles, men more toward authority and leadership roles. And you're saying that just because the chips fell where they may, it's a patriarchal society. But we're saying no. It has to do with more factors of limiting women the ability to rise to power. Here we allow it. It's just enough individuals said, I don't want that person leading my country. But there's nothing to prevent it from becoming a majority women-led country, besides just
Exactly.
women.
Right, but this would be like the systemic argument, I guess, right? Like where it's like, yeah, it's like you could say the same thing like with like I think we'd agree that even like after Jim Crow ended and after like the Civil Rights Act, there was probably still racism at a systemic level. And I think that's like shrinking. But like if you just looked at things, yeah, there was like, you know, fucking redlining and all that, like the loan stuff and, you know, the blockbusting where they'd, you know, once a black person came in, they tried to take advantage of that and all that stuff, right? And in the same way, it's like I think there is reasons. I think even if everything was like fully equal, I think you'd still have more men at the top. But it is telling that there's never been a single female president ever in U.S. history. Like that can't, like they make up half the population. There hasn't been a single one. It can't all just be like, just, you know, oh, just random and just who's the best for the job.
It is complete. It's not random. There's inherent factors to the biological profile of somebody's gender or whatever. Yeah, but there's sexual category. It's not happenstance. Men just gravitate toward those types of jobs more often. So you're going to get a higher per capita of men, thus a higher per capita of smarter men. Even on top of that, men tend to be in the highest level of intelligence significantly more.
You say that, but it's not like we're electing. We're electing the best and brightest into politics, first of all, and second of all, you look at a bunch of other countries. They have had female prime ministers and presidents and stuff, right? So it's not like that's like a thing that just happens. I mean, we had freaking Angela Merkel in freaking Germany, right?
I can count on.
I'm confused. I wouldn't imagine a conservative would be calling the West patriarchal.
That's because you're not accepting that when I say patriarchy, I'm not saying a naughty word in my mind. I'm just giving a descriptor of how society's being read.
Is it a bad thing or a good thing or neither?
I'm tempted to say neither. I think it's just a descriptive thing. I think that's probably a good, like, I think for the reasons Tyler said, I think you're always gonna have that to some extent. I think that maybe there could be more of a balance, but not in a DEI kind of way. But just, it would probably be nicer to see women, you know, naturally go into more areas. Balance. Yeah, it's never gonna be like 50-50, but I think it probably is tipped. Like part of what made Hillary Clinton annoying was not that she was a woman, but if she was a guy, she probably would have annoyed people less, if that makes sense. Like I don't think her gender was helping her, because then she's like this evil boss babe person that's like wearing a pantsuit and just like feels irritating.
You're redefining patriarchy to mean anything that could be described as a discrepancy where men have more power than women, and that's just not what patriarchy means.
That is, I mean, look it up.
I'm looking at, that's what it looks. That's exactly what it looks like.
Yes. Hey, Brandon.
Like, I would say from the definition that I'm looking at, it's just a social system where men hold primary power, dominating roles in political leadership, moral authority, and social privilege. And it's just saying the over-representation of men in power.
I mean, there's certain areas where men have social privilege, but for example, there's certain areas where, for example, if you're a man, you're more likely to have a longer jail sentence than a woman for the same crime. So I wouldn't say it's like universally more social privilege. There's privilege that men have and privilege that women have.
Well, of course, yeah.
That wouldn't be a position of authority, so we wouldn't define that.
That would be an outlier.
Yeah.
So if we're looking at positions of authority or primary power, like that in itself, I don't think that would necessarily, just because that's a factor, wouldn't negate the fact that we're still overrepresented of a patriarchal society.
Section 230 says, "Get wrecked, Kirk. You indoctrinated a little cuck boy."
I mean, and although it might be a factor, it's not a huge factor. That's all. It's not like generally speaking, when you try to, you know, that's all we're doing. We're not like pinpointing specific groups and then trying to facilitate some kind of prescription for them. We're just talking generally.
Another weird thing about
I want to ask a quick question about the definition being thrown around here, this irresponsible definition being thrown around here. So, if we had a government that was 51% led by males, it would be a patriarchy. And then, if an election happened and no other factors changed, not even party distribution, but we had 51% females, and now be a matriarchal society?
I mean, it's kind of like a weird like continuum issue, you know, I see what you're saying, Tyler, and I feel like, yeah, if you're defining it, it's hard to put a percent on it. Like in my mind, when I hear that definition, I don't think like 51%. I think where it's like it's quite predominant, and I don't think you can really pin it down to like, is it 70%? Is it 72%? Because even with your guys' definition, you can't really pin that down either. What if there's like one area where women get like, you know, shafted, but in all the other areas they're not? Then if that one area switches, it's no longer a patriarchy, but you know what I mean? Like you get into the same problem either way no matter how you define it.
Well, and the more factions, the more ability to like you have 30%, and that's the most, you know, and that's the majority. Then you're getting to like, you know, completely more than two different factions. Like 51% would be like you have two factions and they're going for, you know, separate things. And
yeah, but that's not, I get that, but that's not included in the definition and the standard that was being used.
Right.
It's just a patriarchal society is this, and slam it on there. So that's why I'm asking these questions. And I don't think Confluence's
that's
answer
why I'm saying like a 51%, 49% would be like,
that was my answer, not sufficient.
Because what you said is essentially that this is just a grain of sand, but eventually a bunch of grains of sand turn into a beach.
Yeah,
so, like,
I mean but Tyler, you could do the same thing. Like if we're talking like what makes a nation like Christian? It's like if 51% of people, and then if one guy dies and now it's 50%, now it's no longer like a Christian nation. But obviously if it's 100%, we'd probably be like, that's a Christian nation. So we are in a paradox of the heap situation, like in all of these areas. Like that's just how that works.
Like
you know?
you're just saying like that would be more of a Christian nation, because you can have like a nation that's like 30% Christian and that's the majority.
Right, but I'm saying
so still not like, really like.
But I'm saying let's say you have a society 50%. Like let's say you have like 2 million people, 1 million are atheists, 1 million are Christians, and then or 1,000,001, and then 2 Christians die. Then does that immediately become an atheist society? It's like, no, that seems a little silly. Like, but when we say a Christian nation, we mean like a lot of people in the nation are Christian, or maybe the structure of government is Christian, depending on what you mean by Christian nation.
Yeah. Government caters to particular things that the Christian faith believes, like their holiday structure. Good Friday was just a federal holiday we celebrated. You know, like we're set up around the Christian ideals, even if we have moved away from it into more of a secular version in the last 20 years. Happy holidays, the war on Christmas. But generally we are a Christian-based nation in a lot of ways. Our morality is kind of framed off the Christian morality as well, and alienable rights that come from God. So yeah, it's more than just the population size. I can give you that criteria. The questions I'm asking you now are to try to get that criteria out of you of what your standard of patriarchy.
Yeah, but you're shifting it, because like that is one way you could define a Christian nation. But like if we look at a nation like the Philippines, which I think is like very heavily Christian, right? It's like, I don't know much about their government structure, but let's say for the sake of argument that they don't have any holidays for it. But it's just, let's say it's 99% of the country is devout Christians, but they haven't let it influence government at all. None of their actual, like, no laws, nothing. It doesn't cater. I think a lot of people would still say that's a Christian nation if 99% of people are devout Christians. So obviously you can use that term in that way and people would understand what you mean, right? So it's not like the Christian nation just has to be like the structures of government. We'd all use that term to describe a country that's 99% devout Christians. And then the paradox of the heap follows, where it's like, well, 98%, 97%. At what point would you say it's no longer a Christian nation? But just because you can't find the line, it's like the Loki's paradox. Just because you can't find it doesn't mean that it's not a concept to still call something a Christian nation.
You also have to look into the fact that the people that are getting into power that might, represent Christian, but aren't necessarily pushing those values and those structures. So I mean, you could have like 75% Christian, population and all that, but how how are they following the values and structures and rules and traditions
This is unique
of
to the United
Christianity?
States. This is more unique to the United States because we have a freedom of religion. So we try to raise all the other religions up to where we naturally put Christianity as a majority Christian nation. But when you have 95% of a population that's any given religion in particular, the people that get elected to office by those voters are going to gain clout, gain popularity with those voters by pushing those Christian ideals. So you're saying like you're separating
but I'm asking
out the population size. In reality, the population size.
I'm asking you to imagine if that didn't happen. If let's say they had a strict separation, and also even when the Christians got voted in, hypothetically, let's say they didn't push for any Christian holidays, didn't push for any Christian laws. They had like a secular running of society, but they're just 99% devout Christians. I would still say it's a Christian nation.
I say it's a Christian majority nation, but if they were 100% secular in practice, they didn't like make Christmas and fucking Good Friday and Easter all federal holidays. And they didn't like do certain practices in their culture that was around that religion. Then
that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I would agree that.
I would still call that a Christian nation. I don't know. It seems silly if they're 99% devout Christians to be like, yeah, that's a secular nation. If they're 99% or even 100%, everyone's like the most devoutest Christians ever.
Yeah, but if they may be claiming to be Christian, but if they're pushing values and such that are non-Christian along the way, like that's what they slowly creep in.
I would say not non-Christian. I'm just imagining that they just keep the laws
like separating from Eastern to Western, Christianity, because Western Christianity is whack in most cases.
When you're saying like let's say shift it from instead of a Christian nation to the United States is a white nation because we're 62% white. Well, if you say we're a white majority nation, that majority factor means this is the factor, this is the variable that makes this statement relevant, and it's subject to change if you change the majority of the if they are no longer retain the majority, 49.9%. You could say they're the plurality white nation then, but that's why you need that extra descriptor of a majority.
Yeah. Wait, so would you
the extra descriptor being like the religion part? So you could be like white or black and
let me see if I understand this. So are you saying if a country was like 99.9% white, would you call that a white nation?
I'd call it a white majority nation.
But you wouldn't if I said they're a white, if I said Japan is a very Japanese nation because they're like 98 or 99% Japanese, you'd be like, I don't know what you mean by that, Confluence. They're not a Japanese nation. They're a Japanese majority nation. You know what I mean? But then it's like if they were 51%, I probably would stop saying that, even if it is technically the majority, because it's like that's just it's too close that it's like it's not even much utility in talking about it. If they're 80%, I probably still would say they're a Japanese nation. And if they're at some random point, I'm gonna probably stop saying that. Like that's my point is patriarchy is not unique in this way. There's a bunch of things, right? And same with like capitalism, I guess. I don't want to make Kirk talk about the economy, but all economies are mixed economies, right? And at what point would someone be like, oh yeah, just because we don't have laissez-faire capitalism, how many government controlled industries do you need before you cease to be doing capitalism? It's an arbitrary kind of point at a certain point, right? If you controlled almost everything, people would stop being like, yeah, it's not really capitalism anymore. The market's too controlled. But this is why people fight over like whether like China and stuff is like capitalist or communist and stuff, because the truth is they're mixed and the government controls a lot, but they still have capitalism.
I don't think there's such thing as a mixed economy, but let me. Actually, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, no, that's why I'm challenging you on this, because I want to know what your parameters are as to the description of what a patriarchy is. To me, a majority white nation would be one that's 99% white. A white nation would be one that says nobody but white people are allowed to move here because they made it a government practice. They made it a white ethno-state. And that's how you define a white nation versus a white majority. And that's how you define a Christian nation versus a Christian majority.
But how much? Jews, like in Japan, it's very hard to get citizenship, right? So is Japan again like a Japanese nation then, even under what you're saying? Because they make it very difficult. I think it is possible to become, but I don't even think PewDiePie is a citizen. I think he's still on visas, and he's like obviously rich as hell. But I think it's just like incredibly difficult to actually get citizenship in Japan.
If they let people from a different ethnicity move there, then even if the process is hard and it's up to a lot of scrutiny, it's still one that allows the process.
So even if they let one white guy in, see, you're falling into the same thing you're accusing me of.
No,
so if they let one guy in,
it's got to be an ongoing policy.
Is it 3? How many people? How many people before they?
An ongoing policy.
Yeah, but what if the policy is such that it only ends up being, let's say, one person of a different race comes in every 5 years? You'd still probably say that's an ethno-state. You still probably say this is, you know, a Japanese nation, or if it was white, a white nation. And but how?
Wow,
if you
really
you can't just let a token black guy in and be like, it's no longer an ethno-state because we have Jamal here, right? But then how many people would you have to have before, you know what I mean? Like all of these things are like that. Like an ethno-state, the word that is like that. You can't say it's not an ethno-state just because it has like a few, you know, other people in it.
I agree. This is just a definitional argument of how I would present what is a white or a Christian nation versus a Christian majority nation, because we have laws in amendments written into our constitution that does not let Christianity raise above another nation. Even though we're 72% of a Christian nation majorly, we are not a Christian nation in the aspect of it covering or encompassing our life in a lot of ways. And I think
I thought you were just arguing that we were because we had Good Friday. I thought that was just your argument, was that we are still a Christian nation. Now I feel like you're saying we're not a Christian nation.
I also said in the last 20 years, we've been moving away from it. We've been doing happy holidays. We've been making non-Christian religions government holidays. And moving away from that, more inclusive to the idea and spirit of the First Amendment.
Wait, what's a non-Christian? Wait, what's a non-Christian holiday that's a government holiday?
Isn't Ramadan?
Ramadan's a whole month. What are you talking about?
Christmas is a pagan holiday.
Yeah. Well, the Christians, hated it at first, actually, but they joined in.
And isn't Easter also kind of a pagan holiday? Like, isn't that based off of like Saturnalia or something like that?
It's just there's blendings that happen, especially with like the timings. Like Christmas is around like the winter.
Easter more towards the rabbit and eggs than.
Yeah, like they're all usually around like equinoxes and solstices, and because that's what Christians would do, is they'd try to like, I guess, to sway the pagans. They'd be like, hey, we're gonna like take this thing and combine it with like our thing to, you know, kind of gaslight you into accepting Christianity. But I wouldn't say Easter. Oh fuck, I should have benched. I didn't think I'd die. But yeah, fuck, I got brain blasted because I got hit by that stupid bug.
So yeah, it's like basically saying Easter would be like ideology or idolizing, because you know, instead of celebrating Jesus, we're celebrating like a rabbit with eggs. Kind of like a basic way of putting it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think many people probably most people that celebrate Christmas are not like thinking about Jesus or Easter with Jesus, right. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't even, it's kind of like it's a religious holiday, but I feel like, that's almost another example in a way where it's like, so we almost have this like shell of Christianity left, I think, which I'm sure makes Testicular Johnson very happy. How dare you, Testicular Johnson?
I am
such a bad atheist.
Tyler, as debate enjoyer, what are your interests in terms of like subject matters?
I'm fighting the dragon armor.
Oh, are you playing Dark Souls 3?
Yup.
Oh, based. Such a good game.
I'm doing a magic melee build, and it's very difficult against this particular boss.
I would like Brandon to come up because I would like to talk to Brandon about some things.
Brandon, do it. Take one for the team, Brandon.
Because he's knowledgeable about philosophy, but like, I'm also pretty knowledgeable about philosophy, but also physics. That I wonder how he would see the relationship between physics and philosophy.
I think Brandon would hopefully tell you that that's some gay shit.
I don't see Brandon. Where is Brandon?
He was here. I don't know if he's still here.
Let's go, Brandon. Let's go. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go.
Yeah, there he is. He was here a while ago, but.
Kirk, are you still living illegally, by the way?
No.
Based on that pause, I think you are.
Nope.
It's okay. I will rat on you, Kirk. I would send the feds after you.
show your map. Where? Let me see. Okay.
I'm trying to. I'm supposed to be here because I'm like tracking something for a quest.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna have to
Down
farm
to the right.
rosaries to get freaking maps to find fleas. I think I have to find all the fleas. I'm calling ice on Kirk. No, Kirk's not illegal in that way. Kirk's illegal in a different way.
Kirk, is your YouTube Sticks Hexenhammer 666?
No, I don't even look like them. I don't look like him. But I'm curious, Tyler, do you have a specific set of interests?
Politics and video games.
Good combo.
And I like watching people get felted on the casino.
What does felted mean?
It's a pool term.
What does it mean?
It means you fucking scratched on your shot. You fucked up your shot in some particular way. I didn't play a lot of pool. Did you guys don't watch the casino?
Watch the casino? Oh, you mean like a show or something? I thought you meant like you like to see people lose at a casino.
I watch YouTube drama on Kino Casino.
I have no idea what that is.
Is that involving the quartering?
Yeah, right now it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's hilarious. These dudes just rip into people. And they make shit up, and they know all the tricks, and they say allegedly and shit like that. It's so fucking funny.
I think I've been seeing some stuff on X about that.
Where'd this little bug that I'm following go? Oops. Kino Casino got banned, says to Sticker Johnson. So I guess Tyler's not watching people be felted anymore. Or felt up, or whatever he said.
Wars are fought in battles.
Where the hell am I supposed to? The tracks keep oh, wait. Oh, I'm in here. Okay, I see. Never mind. I'm good. Who's Worski?
They got the editor's clip channel on YouTube. They get all their money from Kick.
And this bug's afraid. Oh, great. A battle. Dragon Slayer armor gave me probably the most trouble in like out of all the bosses in DS3, I think, Tyler. Except for the last one. The last one for some reason gave me a ton of trouble.
On a melee build with the shield, it's a fucking joke because, you know, they just do anti-lightning shit. But I'm playing this. I just got one shot. I got a lot of fucking HP and I had an ember pop. It's just you're like a fucking glass cannon. It's a glass cannon build. It's fun, but...
No! No, I don't know Worski. Wait, Testy is saying felted is a poker term, not a pool term.
I thought it was poker. Might
He's saying getting felted in poker means losing your entire stack, leaving nothing in front of you but the felt on the poker table.
Oh, okay. Well, that's it then.
I don't know if that's true or not, but he sounds authoritative.
Yeah, I believe him.
Testy is the lore master.
That's true. He is the lore master.
He won his debate this weekend.
Says Sticker Johnson had a debate? Or are you talking about what? Are you sure?
Horseradish channel. Yeah.
We thinking of the same person?
Maybe not. I confuse.
I don't think Testiger Johnson debates. Do you, Testy? I feel like Testy would have told us that. And he never cams up. So if the guy you're thinking of cams up, then it wasn't Testy.
Virtual camera took half an hour to set up on OBS. There was a squirrel with nuts.
Wait, he's saying it's true. What?
That's definitely Testy.
We're going over that on stream at some point, Testy. What did he debate on?
Yeah, you got to do a stream about that.
It was pretty amateurish, you know. You're not gonna learn much.
Testy's just hiding this fact from me. Crazy.
You only play like 5 minutes of it anyways.
Hey, we got through a fair amount of the John Zerka debate, okay?
It's only 45 minutes long.
Heroes.
So.
Yeah, we only got 5 minutes in Hero. Who did he debate?
I don't remember right now.
Testy, who did you debate?
I can't. I'm so happy Food Toy is upset with coming over here right now because it's so much like more peaceful.
I tried to get Food Toy to come back. I'm not gonna say who I now that he said it, I kind of remember. I didn't even know these people had beef. Like, the reason he cites why he's not coming back is someone that I would have never expected. Like, I would have never expected. I was like, what? Like, there's like a few people I remember him having like real rows with that I thought would be who he was talking about. But he mentioned someone and I was like, I'm very shocked by that. Very few people have a problem with the person that he's mentioned.
Well, damn, now I'm curious.
Yeah, I'll tell you in DMs, Big Soda, because I feel like.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send it to you now, just so you know, because maybe you remember. I don't remember.
So to
this.
DM me on his DMs.
Well, he said it was
I'm
multiple
curious.
instances. He said it was multiple instances. Every time he started cooking, a particular person would mute him in chat, and it happened over and over.
Do you see the name?
Oh, is that like a YouTube thing or?
Yeah, one
like
of the
mod?
No. He means like pay. Someone would pay because he'd start crashing out and kind of, and then people would like pay to mute him and stuff and.
That's fun.
Gotcha.
But I don't remember having. Do you remember him having beef with that specific individual, Big Soda?
Yes, I think there were 2 times that I remember. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't Food Toy's worst beefs, because like when I think of Food Toy's worst beefs, I think of Mel.
Yeah.
I think of I think there was a time that him and that dude
Emmett,
got into it.
Oxy, the dude, like he's gone into big rows with all of
Oxy,
those. He used to call Emmett Femmet, remember? And he was so mad that Emmett didn't let him on his karaoke stream. Like, I thought it would have been Emmett or yeah, Mel but no.
I kind of thought that was all in fun games and joking though. I didn't know like it was serious.
He was definitely mad about the karaoke thing. He brought it up so many times, and Emmett's like, it's not an open panel. Like, sometimes I have people join, and Futu's like, well, you excluded me by not filling me up. I wish Futo would come back though. He was fun.
He's a agent of chaos.
Yeah, I miss Futoy.
And no, not K2 either. That's what I mean, Testy. I feel like now that it was mentioned, yeah, I do remember a little bit, but nothing that seemed super heated. Like I wouldn't have thought.
I can at least remember 2 times that the 2 individuals got into it.
Sometimes it's funny because there's people that's like very understandable that are gonna have like fights. Like Emmett will fight with like everybody, right? So it's like I understand, if someone comes in and like beef starts, it's like, okay, this checks out, Emmett will come in sometimes half cocked already. But there's some people that like, I guess it's just a weird mix of personalities where I'm like, I would have never thought that like, it's similar to when Bradley was having that crash out against you, Big Soda. It's like, this is unexpected. Like, it's just very unexpected,
Calling me a Hillary Clinton agent. It was just fucking wild.
But I guess Section and Keelan had that beef before, and I feel like that's kind of surprising in a way. The only person I've seen Let's Chief beef with Section, but Let's Chief beef with everyone. He's like a left-wing version of Emmett in terms of coming in half cocked. Ready to do battle.
I thought Let's Chief would join us for the D&D.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I thought that he would.
Yeah, he should have been there. I just thought Ancom Psy would have been all over that.
Oh yeah. Well, he did say when we announced it on one stream that he was there, he did say that it would be something he was interested in.
Oh, Let's Chief is saying Section blocked him.
That checks out.
Yeah, Let's Chief is an angry guy.
Yeah, section.
Well,
you don't
I
have
think-
Testy blocked, do you? Can you see Testy's chats? Can you block a mod? Actually, is that a thing that you can do?
You probably can. But
don't-
I think we
I don't
still see your
think so.
chat.
Yeah,
You
we
don't
can
think
still
so?
see the chat. I don't think you can
Yeah.
block. I mean, you can block a mod, and if they're not a mod in another channel, maybe. But if they're a mod in that channel, you block them in. I don't know. That'd be a good test because I don't think you can. But
Yeah, it'd be weird because then you
Maybe.
couldn't see if they're like, telling
yeah,
how to do mod
yeah. So I
stuff.
think that's why I think the mod should be able to kind of see everything, even if they're blocked. But someone would have to block me for me to be able to tell.
Certain people are like very block happy. I can't remember who, but there's certain people I'll always be like, my life is so better now that I blocked this person. But it's like they say it to so many people.
I would
it's
like
like-
Testicle Johnson to hop on the panel.
Yeah, Testy's always a good time for panels.
I mute people on X very quickly. As
Hop
soon
on,
as-
Testy,
Like very quick, probably too quick.
please.
I remember there's one like famous Twitter account. I can't remember what. It's like some left-leaning person, and they'll do like second order like mutes or blocks or whatever. Like if
Hassan
you're like
Piker?
following who?
Hassan Piker?
No, not him. There's someone that's like, and people will like they'll like, I've never even tweeted at this person and I'm already blocked because I follow people that they have blocked. So it's like if they block people of anyone that's following that person, so it turns into a chain of just like hundreds of thousands of blocked accounts.
I do have a question. I do have a question for Testicle Johnson, which is, did you talk to Icefinch yet?
Hey, Testy.
Hey, what's
There's
up?
there's a block list you can get, and different communities will pass their block list around to get rid of trolls and
Yeah,
right-wingers.
Oh.
I haven't spoken to Ice Beans. I was like kind of hesitant because I said that, and then like the way that the conversation went, I was like, I don't know if I want to.
You kind of blew your shot there, Kirk. You should have just stopped after he said yes.
I mean, I probably I will. I'll ask, but well, okay. So Kirk, you do this thing, which is fine, but like sometimes we'll be having conversations, and you'll just straight up just be like, you don't know enough about this thing. You shouldn't talk about it. And like you kind of make an assumption of somebody else's base level of knowledge, which can be quite annoying for certain people. Like you've even done this to Confluence, where you're just like, you don't know about this topic. Like you should read a book or consult experts, which I think in a vacuum is probably decent advice, but it comes off as kind of arrogant a lot of the time.
Someone had to be the one to tell you this, Kirk.
Well, anyway, so I won't. If I agree to not do that, will you put in a word to ask to Icefinch if I can talk to her?
Sure. I mean, I'll reach out to her. Like I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it soon. I'll like message her today or something.
One of the things is Icefinch. I really don't think she's as liberal as you think. I think she's much more of a leftist because I think classical liberalism would value something like open-mindedness, but she's not open-minded to Trump supporters or
So
conservatives.
she came out of like, she started off as like far lefty, and then I would say, and I think now she identifies as a liberal, but like I would like say based on her rhetoric, I think not like classical liberal, but she's like like a Dem, mainstream Dem kind of liberal in my opinion. Like I would think it's a fair assessment to probably put her in that camp. But she did come from like far left communities, so I think she's still like kind of lefty coded on some stuff.
There's an element of progressivism.
But when you actually look at the classical liberal tradition and the values of laissez-faire capitalism and skeptical empiricism and stuff, I don't think she embodies that philosophy.
I agree, but I just sort of granted that. I said, like, in a classical liberal sense, I kind of agree with you. I think, like, because liberal is almost a split definition. Like, I say this, and some righties kind of lose their shit, but I tell people, like, if you believe in democracy, like, you are kind of a liberal to some degree in a classical sense. Like, if you believe in like individuality and some of these other things, like classical liberal principles. But when you call somebody a liberal today, it can be used as anything from like a slur to like not a slur, but like in a derogatory way. all the way to like it can mean something completely different. So I agree with you in a classical sense. I think most people are probably not liberals, but like in a like the modern day definition of liberal has kind of shifted. I think even Tyler would agree with that, right?
But the thing is, I don't think Ice Beams. I mean, she identifies as liberal, but like, is she well read on like? And I know this is like a meme, but like, does she know what she's talking about when it comes to economics, or like, does she have well developed policy positions?
I don't know, but I guess yeah, I'm not sure of all her policy positions. But by the same token, if somebody just calls himself a liberal or a conservative, like I wouldn't even necessarily put the expectation on them that they would have like fleshed out policy positions. To me,
I know, but there's a difference between an average person and a streamer.
Well, is there a streamer? Is a
Yes.
True. Us streamers are above all the fray.
They
We
own-
have well thought out policy positions. We are professional political commentators, if you think about it.
It's an average person who like bought a webcam. I think that's the
I think it's a selection bias though of narcissism and a desired personality type that likes to debate in the particular streamer, or attention. People that like attention do it too. It's like how cops are like more likely to like beat their wives because that position attracts little guys that want authority because they got picked on a lot. So
I thought that study was like very like seen as like false.
it is, but I'm just using it as a point. I don't, you know.
Sure, yeah.
Anyway, the point is, if you're going to give political commentary online, you should at least know some things about politics.
I'm sure Ice Poseidon does know some things.
I
don't think he's very well read in politics.
Yeah, Ice Poseidon's like just a fucking like cretin. In my opinion.
What was that,
No, I was gonna say like maybe I think that's fine if you hold that standard. I have like almost zero no offense, Confluence. I think some people do it better than others, and I'll put you in the camp that I think like engages with things in a better way. But I don't really put any expectations on people who just because of the fact that they create content publicly. Like for me, it's probably better if you know what the fuck you're talking about. But if you don't, then you're probably just gonna get ridiculed and corrected constantly anyway. So it's like it's kind of at your own peril. But I wouldn't see it as like a prerequisite of like you need to know what you're talking about before you go into it. Like that's part of the process, I think.
Well, no, because basically you attract an audience who agrees with you or disagrees with you. But if your audience agrees with you and you don't know what you're talking about, you're going to be misleading people.
Sure. I mean, Confluence and I talked about this a little bit before about audience capture. I think that like, I mean, Confluence, I feel like probably it's the opposite. People probably disagree with him even when they agree just to fuck with them. But like, I think that
I like reverse audience capture in some ways.
Yeah, yeah. I think in either direction, it's probably not good. Like, you're gonna have people who more naturally will agree with you, like go along to get along. Like yes men, which is probably not a good thing to have build like echo chambery type of spaces. But then you may have the other side where it's like people will just disagree and argue for the sake of trying to be or contradictory or like playing devil's advocate. So like, I don't know, like both of those that feedback doesn't feel entirely honest. Not like honest in the sense that it's like, I think it's a poor gauge to use that metric of like what your audience is, how they're reacting to certain things. Like that's probably a dangerous thing to like rely on or use as a metric to like how much influence and sway does this person's words actually have. Like I don't know how much the audience actually gives a shit. Or if it's just entertainment to them, or if it's just they're at the gym or something and they just need something to listen to. Like I don't know how, like, I think you and probably a lot of people in these spaces are just naturally more critical in the sense that, like, critical thinking and, like, more willing to break down these things to degrees that the average person doesn't. Sorry, that's a lot of words for a simple point, but...
Actually, I'm sorry, there were so many words that I had a stroke in the middle of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the point?
I guess I don't place as much onus, or even maybe not onus. I don't place that much weight on the streamer's words. I don't have the expectation. Yeah.
The point I would just make is, if it's a possibility that you're going to mislead other people because you have an audience following, you should be careful with your words. And I don't think Ice Beans is, or Chris Speaks, or any of these other left-leaning liberal, or Mr. Geek, or whoever else, like in Destiny. I don't think they are generally careful with their words when they speak, and so that's the problem, is that it's the blind leading the blind.
I guess, what do you mean by, because I don't know the people you're talking about when you say careful, because when I think of like Destiny not being careful, I think that's because they'll say stuff that I think is like rapidly raising the political climate in a way that I find like morally irresponsible. Do you just mean that you just don't think they know enough and they're just like saying stuff that you think is wrong, or do you mean that they're doing it in like a super untoward way?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I have heard some rhetoric by like some of them that is like pretty militantly anti-Trump in a way that like does, I think, dehumanize Trump supporters. But like even beyond that, I just think that like when you hear them talk about like, oh well, look how horrible, everything Trump does with USAID is, even though there's congressional reports that USAID was engaging in fraud, or look at how horrible Trump's war in Iran is, even though there's plenty of foreign policy analysts in America and Israel and other countries that support it because they think it's going to overthrow the theocratic government.
I'm shocked that the Israel foreign policy analysts are pro the war.
But what you're talking about, I don't find as like you can, in a descriptive sense, you could describe all of the facts, and people, whether it's due to ideological leanings or their value systems are different, wherever the fuck it is, they're just going to naturally reach different conclusions. So I wouldn't necessarily say that.
So I don't think most people on the left, at least not when you're talking about online political commentators, know the facts or represent them accurately.
Well, maybe. Like, there's the USAID, just because it's the first one you brought up. Like, there is a case to be made that cutting the funding, at least I've seen one report that said something like 600,000 people are going to die within, I think 10 years because of, the lack of funding. And obviously that's an estimate, right? It's based on whatever various factors. Methodologies can be questioned. It's not a hard thing. And so, from a lefty to liberal perspective, you could say, well, 600,000 people dying because you cut a couple $1 million or whatever, it seems like a pretty bad thing, right? You can put that in a box that you can call a fact. And then from the other side, your perspective, you could say, well, there was a lot of fraud and waste and these inefficiencies, and these cuts were legitimate, and the outcomes are not dependent or contingent on that thing. So what I'm saying is people can look at facts in different ways without changing the facts themselves and come to different conclusions. So when you say irresponsible or they're misleading people, that to me comes down to more just a perspective thing. I don't see it as rigidly as as I guess maybe as you're seeing it.
Well, I'm not saying that you can't disagree with the moral evaluation of a policy. What I'm saying is you have to know some things about the policy, and especially when I hear them talk about foreign policy or even economic policy, I just don't think they generally have an understanding of what the underlying explanations or interpretations of the facts are. For example, they'll say stuff like, "Oh well, if you lower taxes, you're giving money to the rich." But there's and while it's not I don't know if it's the consensus among economists, a significant group of economists who have a supply side interpretation of the economy believe that lower taxes will mean that you free up capital. When you free up capital, that will incentivize investment in native industries, which will increase economic growth. So do you think they have that level of nuance in their commentary? Generally, no.
Yeah, probably not. But I get the points that you're building on. You're saying that well, because I guess, not explicitly, you didn't say this, but I guess because they have some sort of audience or following, or people are listening to these people, I think you see it as well, you sort of have a bit of a responsibility in terms of how you're presenting these things. And I'm more saying that I think people are generally either apathetic or not analyzing these things to the level that most people are, and so I don't see this as some insidious influence in their lives. They're probably taking it with a grain of salt, or they've already have an opinion on something and you're not changing their minds on it. I don't see people as like blank slates that, like, this is one of the reasons the platforming argument annoys the fuck out of me. Like, people are like, oh, you shouldn't talk, and this is, I'll grant it, this is more of a problem with far lefties, that they don't want to interact with like the far right, like the Nick Fuenteses of the world and stuff, where it's like, I don't think that if somebody listens to radical or bad ideas, that all of a sudden they're going to be seduced or like tricked into believing these things. If somebody hears something that sounds insane to them, they're probably going to think this person sounds insane. And so sometimes people spouting bullshit is actually better because then they're like, oh, this person doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. And so it's actually better for your side, quote unquote, because they're presenting things in a bad way, which doesn't do themselves any favors. So they're actually hurting like their perspective.
It's complicated, but I think the bottom line is just that I think if you publicly give commentary on a question, you should have some background understanding of the question and the various arguments about how to interpret the question. And if you don't, then I think that you're speaking out of place. But I'll let Confluence ask the question.
That's a fair opinion to have, yeah.
I'm just curious about your motivations, Kirk, because it sounds like you have a lot of criticisms for Ice Beam. So it sounds like you don't really like her that much, but then you're also like really obsessed with like getting back into her good graces. So what's the, like, where do you stand? Because I feel like, I hear a lot of what you don't like about her.
Convince her to see the light.
You're trying to like save her? You're trying to date Ice Beams. Is that what's happening? I feel like you should just be honest.
No.
If she asked you out on a date, would you say yes, Kirk? Be honest with me.
Possibly.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, interesting. No,
Testy's like, no, you lost the, you lost the thing.
Well, no, actually, I would say no because she's married and I wouldn't want to engage in an adulterous relationship, so no.
If she's like, I'll leave my husband for you, Kirky boy, what would you say?
Then yeah, maybe.
Okay, I see. It's all making sense. It's all clicking.
No, Confluence. But anyway, but in all seriousness, regardless of which of these major lefty or liberal commentators you're talking about, I mean, it depends on the individual. I think Destiny has done well, but even the problem is, even Destiny, like, didn't he go into that debate with Norm Finkelstein having read a Wikipedia article on Israel-Palestine history?
No.
He read, I think he read Benny Morris's, maybe not his book, but he did read some stuff.
He read a lot. I mean, that's when I was really into Destiny. He was doing like research. The whole thing about him doing wiki, like he said that, I think he'll say that in debates to like fuck with people. He'll be like, yeah, I just read wiki pages, because he does read some wiki pages, but he'll also be digging into primary sources. Like he does thorough research. That's why he blew the fucking balls off of Norm Finkelstein. Absolutely wrecked him.
I agree. He did blow the balls off Norman Finkelstein. I think Norman Finkelstein is a clown.
Yeah. Yeah, do you see his tweets? I know this is unrelated, but if you ever see his tweets on October 7th, fucking unhinged. The man's a maniac.
He kind of disappeared too. I felt like he was doing the whole circuit. He was on like Piers Morgan and hitting up all these big debates, and then did you see that letter that he posted to like in his building? It was like threatening to get. It was this shortly after, I think, the Destiny thing, but apparently it was verified it was him. He posted something in his apartment complex, a letter to like one of the tenants talking about how he was like, if they don't like straighten up, he's gonna call and like get them deported or something.
Can you imagine living next to Norm Finkelstein? Holy shit.
It was something like that, and it made him look fucking insane. And even the way the letter was worded was just like, yeah, this is 100% believable that this was Norm Finkelstein who wrote this. And I don't know if that was like, I don't think he got quote-unquote canceled from that, but I think that like that probably turned the tides a little bit of like, oh, this guy seems like he's a bit of an asshole.
I mean, the main thing is that one of the problems there with credentialism is that people will say, well, Norm Finkelstein has this PhD in Israel-Palestine history and read books. But the problem is, it's possible for someone to understand what they're talking about in the sense of having done research on the subject matter, but if their underlying ideological presuppositions are wrong, they're going to become a piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah, I can agree, but
like Confluence?
What?
You said, what was that? You said you disagree?
I know, I said I don't disagree. I think that if
Yeah,
someone
he
is studying,
agrees.
especially something that is like people tend to pick sides on it, right? If you go in to study Israel Palestine and you already have like a bias one way or the other, you're gonna probably be studying things that kind of are on your side of the field, I think.
I agree with that, but it leads me back to what I said previously, which is that if you're making some assumption about like, well, if your ideological sort of lens is off, or however you phrase it, your base. But I think that to me is the part where it's like, there are ideologues, and I don't like ideologues, but if you're whatever that base is, you're going to be viewing things through a specific lens, and this is where I say that like you're just disagreeing more on an ideological level at that point. You're not disagreeing on a factual basis. So you kind of can't have it both ways, I feel.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Real quick, Tessie, I sent you a friend request. Can you accept it?
Yes.
So we can talk to Ice Beans through you.
Tessie, I sent you a friend request. Can you accept it?
See that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you. All right, both have been accepted.
Testy, can you get me an audience with Ice Beans to make Kirk jealous?
I probably have an easier time with you, yeah. But the only thing is her stream times are probably because that's the other thing. She only streams like once, maybe twice a week. She streams like Saturdays and like sometimes on Sundays. So it's
would I get along with her, or do you think we'd really hate each other?
I think you guys would get along fine. Like you're gonna have some.
I am certain that Confluence and Ice Beans. Confluence is a conservative Christian, pro-life, conservative Christian, and
that's the opposite.
Massive
That's what you just described as the opposite of Testicle Johnson, and I get along with him just fine.
Yeah, but Ice Beans has said very intolerant things about conservatives.
I mean, who hasn't?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a neutral observer to all of this, but like Ice Beans, I don't think she even discusses it publicly, but she had like a federal job, so like when all the federal cuts and stuff were happening, like she was like directly affected, like her work was affected, and so when she's like fucking angry and pissed off that like her and her friends are like, she got like the same fucking email that everybody did from Elon saying like, justify your job in 3 sentences.
Oh shit!
Or get fired. Like she directly was affected by that type of shit. So if she's like, maybe it seems like she's being a bit irrational about certain things. For me, it's more like it's kind of a little bit more of an understandable anger, even if you think it might be misplaced. For me, I'm like, I get it. I get why you'd be fucking pissed. And like, her fucking life is kind of upended because then she had to like figure out what the fuck to do. Like that's a lot of stress to go through, right? So
earlier today on YouTube, I was watching her stream, and she was implying that if you're a Trump supporter, you're in a cult, and that you should not be allowed in polite society.
I mean, valid.
It ain't the worst thing I've heard.
No, I'm kidding.
That's not valid. So I don't think anyone right of center, including Confluence, would be someone that she'd be willing to tolerate on her stream.
Maybe not. I think like, I mean, I'm trying to think of who's like.
Also, she has to my understanding, she has a pretty big aversion to philosophy, and so I don't think Confluence as a philosophy major would get along with her either.
I'm a psych major, an undeclared philosophy minor.
Yeah.
Okay, how often do I talk about philosophy?
Well, but to be fair, most people have an aversion to philosophy. Like most people think philosophy is kind of gay to talk about. Because it is just, it can be a lot of, like, especially fucking metaphysics topics. A lot of it does just feel like intellectual masturbation at a certain point. Like, even I have, I would rather have a conversation in practical, like, layman's terms. The only reason I usually use or invoke a lot of these terms is because other people are discussing them on that level. But, like, 9 times out of 10... most people just don't this is why they don't even have these conversations.
I never bothered to learn it because it's fake and gay, and there's no way to be wrong because it's all just theory and people it's what easy people go to when they don't want to be proven wrong. Practical politics is what people do when you want to like see who's actually fucking right.
Right, and I think a lot of people have that attitude of like, it's like when I like, especially with lefties, where they're like, you just haven't read enough theory. Like my fucking eyes rolled into the back of my skull because I'm just like, I don't want to fucking talk about theory. Like you might be right, I should read more like theory, Marxist shit, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I don't want to fucking read about your utopia and like all of this bullshit. Like, can we talk about like just the boots on the ground, like reality of the situation? What is like politically viable? Like, or like what's the path so in a similar vein to philosophy, like people have their beliefs and their structures and these things, even if they don't have a language for defining those things. And like, it's good enough. Like, if you know what someone's talking about or what they're generally saying, like that's fine. Like, I don't put super high expectations on the people to like lord over them about shit that they don't know, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, because Confluence has an undeclared minor in philosophy, and because he's so knowledgeable about philosophy, I don't think he would get along well with Ice Beans.
Well,
yeah, if you don't know philosophy, I don't even want to fucking talk to you, man. Just
again,
get out of
I'm
here.
biased because I think I am a good example, because Confluence and I disagree on tons of things, but like somehow like I think Confluence can walk that line. He can be super autistic and get into the weeds, or he can have just like a very, not surface level, but like a more layman's conversations about things without having to go down the super autistic route. So if it feels like he's good at like walking in both lanes. So I don't know.
Yeah, more people say nice. Everyone else say nice things about Confluence. Okay.
Was that a nice thing? I'm
Have
like,
you
he's not autistic all.
It's nicer than what most people say to me.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're faking gay.
That's more normal.
Have you guys ever heard the parody of Blink-182? All the small things that goes, SpongeBob, Patrick.
Unfortunately, I've heard this from you, Kirk. This is not the first time you sung this on the panel.
No. Wait,
Sandy.
I haven't heard that one, but it sounds cool.
How do I get this fucking
Awkward.
flea?
I feel like I came in here and I just like completely took over the conversation. You guys could.
You're basically Fabian Liberty now.
Oh God, has he? I haven't really seen him around. He used to be on Primes all the time. I haven't seen him in the last like month.
I don't know why people. I've only talked to Fabian once, but I had a good conversation with him. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I've talked to him. I've had a blast.
He just doesn't shut the hell up.
Yeah, he has his moments, but he's just so. He's the guy who's gonna like throw in all the fucking big words and like try to like show like, oh, look how much I know about things.
That's what most like libertarians are. Overeducated, underachiever, contrarian.
Well, I'll even attribute this a little bit to Pisco or however you say his name.
Pisco.
You can
F slur.
Yeah, sure. But like, even I only say this 'cause I don't agree with like everything that either Fabian or Pisco say, but even if I feel like they're making a good point, when they come off as arrogant, I almost don't care, because they're coming off in this like condescending way, and I'm like, even if you're making a good point, you sound like an asshole and I hate you. So it's like they're just grating in that way where I'm just like, you could be technically correct and I still dislike what you're saying somehow. Like, even though I would normally be like, yeah, that's a good point, I'd be like, no, it's the way you know, I guess it's some level of tone policing, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. Like, there's obviously conservatives are sometimes say things in harsh ways, and it's like a lot of times, like some with the Daily Wire crowd, it's like, yeah, I agree in spirit, but not the way that you're saying it. Like, I feel like it's just not a good strategy. I'm definitely not the one to say this, but we need more decorum in our in our political discourse. Don't do as I do as I say.
you know, it's become a bit, it is like kind of almost like a dirty word or a dirty phrase when I bring up civility politics, and it's one of the biggest disagreements I have with people more on the left, where I'm like, I am all about civility politics. I think that, like, I mean, I guess to a degree, there are definitely some lines where I probably couldn't really get behind it. Like, in general, like, conversation is important, and like, but people see civility politics as almost like you're conceding ground in some way. Like, you shouldn't be respectful, not even necessarily respectful, but like I guess amicable when you're having discussions. Like it
You
doesn't.
want passionate people on both sides arguing on the behalf of their particular side. You just need to make sure that the system that allows for that diversity of thought to exist stays in place. So it's perfectly reasonable to say like a left-winger who passionately believes their thing thinks a right-winger is evil, but the fact that, you know, for the sake of policy, it bounces back and forth, goes into House, Senate, until both approve the same plan, and generally that system is what allows us to have better policy, and bypassing it the way we are, getting rid of the filibuster, doing everything by executive order, gonna just like completely upset that system.
Yes, and it depends on, I guess, more of your philosophy of like you think of the functions of government or what. But like I have always said that I think compromise is like integral to politics, and like I understand there are certain things that people are unwilling or unable to compromise on, but I think that like that aspect of it, like in a democracy anyway, like compromise is sort of part of the game. Like it sucks, you fucking don't always get what you want. Maybe everyone will be slightly less happy, but the alternative is just kind of what we're seeing, I feel, with the polarization, where it's like we're just not going to engage or speak to these other people, and like that definitely is not going to help. So,
well, let everyone go into their war chest, into their think tanks, and get their policy ready for the great debate that is the election season. And that's when they all come out with their plans and say, "This is what we're going to do," and they let the people listen to all their plans and decide. Like if they're already doing the argument in their own free time when it's not election season and no one's around to see it, it's not only a waste of time for them, but you're unveiling your strategy so the other side can get ready to pick it apart. You know, you kind of want to keep that shit close to chest.
The sad thing, though, I think, is on like a personal level. Like, how many people have you heard that it's like they don't talk to their family, or they're, you know, they don't go to, they lost friends because of like political disagreements and stuff. And I feel like you hear that like way more and more. Like Sneeko doesn't even hang out with his own family anymore, he said, which is like really sad because he kept talking about the Jewish people. And it's like, can you not maybe bring it at Christmas dinner, you know?
I mean, just don't talk about it.
that
to me is depressing, that like people are like losing, because like it's not just about the political parties and like pundits and stuff, but yeah, like on a personal level, like the left is like not talking to the right and vice versa in like a big way, which I think is not healthy.
Yeah, I agree with you like extremely broadly. Like the idea of cutting off even a friend, not even necessarily family, because I think family would be tougher, but like even just cutting off a friend for like a political belief where it's like you're so entrenched in this thing that you're like, there is no compromise, there is no middle ground here, you're a piece of shit, end of story. Like that is a toxic fucking attitude to have. And I guess the only sort of caveat I would say is that there probably are certain things that like people would be unwilling to compromise on. It like might be like something like having a gay son or something, right? Like you're gonna get disowned by your family. It's like, or like they'll never accept you, whatever it might be, right? There could be that one like quote unquote political thing that just like is irreconcilable. So, and that doesn't, you know, that could be different for everybody. So like, well, yeah, sometimes maybe like, you know, you can't pick your family or whatever. Like maybe you're gonna have irreconcilable differences, but like broadly speaking, I think that type of attitude is fucking crazy.
I would argue that the only person it's actually truly bad for are the left, the far left, that are doing this. The people that say like, I don't want you to be my family member or friend if you don't believe that trans people are actual things that exist, and it's not just somebody with a mental disorder. And it's like 75% of the country in some poll says that's not a woman. Don't let them in a girl's space. Not sports, not bathrooms, not locker rooms. Like, and that to certain people is like absolute. You can't even be around me. I don't even want to speak to you if you think that way. So eventually, they're doing politics the exact opposite way it's supposed to be done. It's supposed to be the art of inclusion. They're excluding as many people as they can. As soon as you do a sin and you don't penance the right way, which is not written down in this pseudo-religion, so some people never forgive you, and they're just shrinking and shrinking. Eventually, some of them, like Brianna Wu has been trying to do with Progressive Victory before. I think they kicked her out. I don't know how that ended. But was to like try to bring in moderate right-wingers that didn't like Trump. It was because it's like, we can't just keep telling everybody you don't fit our purity test. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want to work with you.
And I do see, I don't know if it's my bias, but I do see the left doing that more than the right.
You can pick your friends and you can
I
pick
don't
your
want to
nose,
talk
but
to
you
you if
can't
you
pick
have
your
this
friend's
view.
nose.
That's true.
A true egg. And yeah, I agree with you, Confluence. I do see that more on the left, and I think that it's like not a good thing.
Like, I don't know if it's just even just like the online of where you just see people say this stuff, but I don't even know if I can think of an example where someone's like, I won't talk to this person because they like voted for Biden. Like, I'm sure that happens, but I feel like it's way more common to hear like the Trump thing, like, oh,
well,
yeah, I'm cutting off all the
to
people in my
some
life
people,
that
that's their
voted for Trump.
lives. And for some of this, that's all these people need.
And just to play devil's advocate a bit, because like the trans one is, I guess, the one Tyler brought up, which is maybe like the elephant in the room. But like, I also understand for certain trans people where it's like, I don't want to have a fucking discussion where all that's going to be said is that I have a mental illness and that my identity's not real, and you have to go through this fucking, you know, purity test sort of the other direction every fucking time just to entertain a conversation with people. Like, if you're at that level of like aggravation, or the ideological whatever is so like different, I don't really blame people for being like, nah, you know what, fuck you. I don't really.
I can totally see it. If you are a
And
trans
that's, by the
person,
way,
I
by the
get
way,
why
that
you would
is
cut
kind
someone
of how I
off
would
who
feel.
thinks you have a mental illness. I can understand that. But what I don't get is just if you're not a trans person and you're just like on the left and you have this opinion about trans people and then someone else doesn't, and then you're cutting them off on that basis.
Like,
I totally
like
get if you're
voted...
trans and you cut, because you could be like, why would I want to be friends with someone who thinks I'm like severely mentally ill and delusional? I get that.
Or something.
That is kind of how I've been feeling as someone who might be trans himself. Like, I mean, or at least I've been considering that recently. My gender identity is that I have a lot of conservative friends who are pretty transphobic, and if I transition to be a woman, would they accept me? And generally no. So like, how should I navigate them as friends? And that's a complicated question.
That's true. It would be a perma ban if that happened, Kirk. For me, I'm just saying. Okay.
It might be, yeah. No, but, that's more what I'm saying. It's like there is some nuance to this where it's like it's not always just a black. But like I've spoken to people where it's like you voted for Trump, like the same treatment. You know, fuck you. I mean, like I could have my own criticisms. Say that maybe I think some people were lied to or misguided. But broadly, I'm not going to be like, well, you're like you voted for Trump, therefore you're the enemy. Like that type of like rigid thing, or even, you know, in the other direction, whatever it is. It's like, oh, you support like Kamala and trans people in prisons, like you're just an immoral thing. And I've even faced some of this shit where it's like the abortion gets uttered and it's like, oh, well, you support millions of babies being killed. It's like, yeah, people are just gonna write you off wholesale. It doesn't feel good, but like I get it, like that type of shit's gonna happen. Some stuff cannot be bridged, I'll grant that, right?
Yeah, I agree. 200,000 dead Gazan journalist doctor babies is just too far for me.
You do realize that the reason that Israel's bombing Gaza is because Hamas launched a military attack against them.
Yeah, that was a joke. I made a joke.
Yeah, Tyler's probably second most Zionist compared to Confluence in this conversation, in this call.
No, I am Israel's Iron Dome.
Yeah, Tyler's significantly more pro-Israel than I am.
Is he? Okay.
I'm the most Zionist. No, I think Confluence is pretty pro-Israel.
Then you ain't seen me yet.
That. Yeah, Confluence hates the settlement, so he hasn't gone full.
The settlers are justified.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you gotta...
No, that was probably a bridge too far. But the Israeli government has responded positive. It's not about what your individuals do. It's how the government responds. When Hamas goes out and does atrocities, the Gazan Health Ministry says, "Ooh, look at you, you're heroes. Let's parade them through the streets, dragging the corpses of the Israeli citizens you killed." Whereas when something bad happens in Israel, there's an investigation. Somebody did something nefarious, they get arrested and go to jail. That's
exactly
what makes the country.
And so Confluence is pro-Israel, you're pro-Israel, I'm pro-Israel. Like, yeah, I think we. I mean, I guess perhaps don't agree, but
pro-Israel is an understatement. I would let Israel take over America.
But
Just
I'm
about.
curious,
Just
Tessie,
about.
No, I'm just kidding.
is it? I actually don't watch Ice Things that often. I do sometimes peek in on her stream on YouTube. How do you? Does she have a strong perspective on the whole Israel situation?
No, and she's pretty much. I wouldn't necessarily say avoided speaking about it, but she every time the topic has come up, at least from my knowledge, she's basically at least granted and said like I don't really know enough about this, and like I don't really have a strong opinions. Like I'm not informed enough. So, to her credit, at least she doesn't. Maybe she has made the odd comment here and there. I don't know, but she doesn't really weigh in on that topic at all. She has said a little bit about Russia, Ukraine, like that was a whole thing for a while, but yeah, I don't think she said much, if anything, about Israel Palestine.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what side are you on for the? This is like the litmus test. What about Russia, Ukraine? Where do you guys fall on that one?
I believe we should give some aid to Ukraine.
Okay. Anybody pro-Russia?
Yeah, no,
I
not
don't
me.
think so I think we're all just interventionist neocons in here.
You know, I'll play devil's advocate. I'm pro Russia.
Hell yeah.
Real quick, how much longer are you going to be streaming for Confluence?
I'm probably just gonna switch from this to the panel at some point, maybe with a small break. So I'll probably be going to like I don't know 2 a.m. or something.
A ridiculous amount of time.
Unironically,
My question is like, how much longer are you going to be? How much longer are you going to stay in Discord?
Oh, on Discord, probably another 30 minutes, maybe an hour. And I'm gonna probably eat food and then get the panel running.
You're just a stream machine, dude. You're like
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it, man. I'd be like fucking mentally exhausted if I had streamed.
Have you ever read
I'm an
Testicle Johnson?
extrovert, so like I get energy. If I didn't stream, I would just be like sad. I'd just be like sad and just sitting and doing nothing.
I'm curiosity, Testicle Johnson. Have you ever read Don Quixote?
I haven't. I'm like broad strokes familiar with the story, but I've never actually read it.
Yeah, I think I told this on the panel before, but I used to think it was pronounced Quixote because I heard the word quixotic when I was a kid. And I thought, well, if you're saying quixotic, then it's just the same thing, and it's from the same story. But whoever said it was quixotic should get a gentleman's slap on the bum because it's quixotic, I guess.
It is interesting that the word complete when it's quixotic you pronounce it as it's written, but then it's similar to like like paradigm, how it's like a silent G, but then if you make it an adjective it becomes paradigmatic, not like paradigmatic. So for some reason you just start saying a G that you never said before, which is bizarre.
That's
I don't know why I pronounced it on Quixote, but yeah. Also, Testicle Johnson, do you ever watch National Geographic?
I can't. No, I mean, I really like nature documentaries and stuff, but yeah, I don't think I've specifically watched National Geographic stuff.
Well, they have a series called Genius where they have the semi-fictionalized biographies of people, for example, Einstein and Picasso and MLK Jr. and Aretha. And Malcolm X, and so it's called Genius on National Geographic.
Okay, I'm gonna make a note of it. That does sound interesting. Sounds like something I'd be into.
Was in this area before and now I have no idea how I fucking got there. How's that possible?
Yeah, have you made any progress, Confluence? I've been looking at your stream and it's just like feels like you're.
I'm at the part of the game, so I beat the base game, but there's like a whole like other section of the game to get like the true ending. But you have to like do just a ton of quests and like collect all these fleas. And so I've just been like trying to do all these stupid quests, find all these fleas. So it's probably not doesn't look like progress, but it's progress if you think about it. Because I've gotten many fleas.
Oh, because you said you beat the game, so are you just going through now to like as a completionist type of thing?
No, it's like, so there's like the main, basic ending, and then there's like a bunch of stuff. So there's 3 acts. In Act 2, you beat the main game, but then if you do a bunch of other stuff, then you get to Act 3, and there's like way more bosses and like a true final boss. And so it's like I've beat the game in the sense I've seen the credits, but I'm not even just trying to do the completionist thing. I'm just trying to even, like beat all the game. Yeah. It's almost like a false ending that I got to.
That's interesting. There's have you ever played what's it called, Black Myth Wukong? It was like it kind of made waves.
Oh, what a good
for a
one!
while.
I always wanted to. I loved Neo, and I heard it was similar. I don't know if you ever heard of that game.
I saw a bunch of streamers playing it, and it looked like tons of fun. But I think it's similar in the sense that like maybe not exactly, but there is
It's
like
a
a main.
Souls-like.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Souls thing.
I fucking
So
love
there's like a main,
Souls games.
There's like a main ending, and then there is like a true final boss thing that you could do afterwards, after you do some stuff. So
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to play that at one point. I've tried to like play all the Souls-like games.
I think it won Game of the Year because it's a Chinese game. It's not like a actual, but the game looks incredible. Like the graphics are really cool. The story, the art style is really cool. Like it just seems like a really well put together game.
It's not shit like Liza P.
Oh, I've heard
everyone raved about that game too.
Super hard game.
It was boring.
Really?
Boring as fuck. Yeah.
Pro Russia.
Oh, here, yeah. If you want pro-Russia, here's Marilyn. She's probably the most pro-Russia person I've ever met in my life, unironically.
Hey, what's up, God?
What up, God?
How could you not be pro Russia? How?
Well, give us the case. Red pill us on Russia.
It's gonna be the worst case you ever heard.
I've been following independent journalism for a while on Russia on Twitter. People that have been there in no, they've been like really like jeopardizing their lives to do that, and they like people were covering the genocide that was happening in Ukraine like for nearly 10 years before this war started. So basically, a lot of Ukrainians consider Russia to be their motherland. And, Ukraine wants to have their own
It was like
country.
2,000 people that died in total as civilians.
No, it was a lot. They were bombing their own people. They were bombing their own people and blaming Russia for bombing their own people.
You're talking about Max Blumenthal and Aaron Mate and these fucking independent journalists at the Gray Zone and shit. I'm well acquainted with this. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right, and they kept asking Russia for help, asking Putin, please help, please help. They were killing their own people, and Russia, they had to step in. He had to step in, but there were other reasons too. NATO was coming way too close to them, even though they kept telling them not to. All of the what
even though they were in like what fucking Lithuania or whatever it is.
Oh, sweet Marilyn, now you're straying
the
into
amount
politics.
of human trafficking in Ukraine is like the most in the world.
The world, you say?
The bio labs that they've got that they think is a good idea to have in Ukraine, and making more bio labs like the coronavirus. Like there's so many things. It's the most
that happened
corrupt.
in Ukraine? Oh,
they're so corrupt. Yes, they're so corrupt.
So
Marilyn, this is hold on. I want to make an overall statement first before you start digging into all that fresh meat. Most of what you said there was a lot of half truths, a lot of partial truths. We're gonna go through kind of one at a time. So if we missed any of your points,
give me time, Marilyn.
She preempted you, Tyler.
She's got your number.
Like, go ahead, Jew.
Take your testy, pick your favorite one and just dig in.
Well, I
Quite
get,
the smorgasbord in front of you.
I look to start with like somewhat points of agreement, and the one thing I'll say, and the section even said "fuck Ukraine" and "fuck Russia." There was this weird thing where Zelensky was like lionized, especially in the West. When I say lionized, like he was like seen as this like almost mythical type of figure, which is weird because it is true that Ukraine was insanely corrupt, and I say was because I do think they've made strides to sort of address the corruption, but they are still absolutely a corrupt
He's
like
a
nation.
actor.
But
He's
Sure.
a paid actor.
Well, he used to be an actor, so
So
I
was
guess,
Ronald
I guess
Reagan.
technically speaking, he was a paid actor.
A
'cause he used to do acting.
cross-dressing actor
But-
who should never be in power over country.
Well, I think that's as far as I can support you, though, because I think ultimately, like
Oh,
Russia.
brother.
Well, so you could see Russia as like an imperialist force. Like, I guess it depends. We could go all the way back to like what's his name? Was it something Shenko? Who was the guy before?
No, Victor
Victor
Shevchenko. Yeah.
Shenko, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Tyler, you go ahead.
So I want to object to the genocide claims because it was not.
Yes.
There were, on both sides of the civilians, the Ukrainian and the native Russians that were there, there was only about 3,000 civilians that died. Generally, the people that were dying were Russian soldiers that were being released into the country and then having their credentials taken off their uniform. This was like, if you
They
Google
were
it, they were called
bombing,
little green
they,
men.
literal
Yeah, it's a little
bombs,
green men
literal
thing.
bombs on buildings.
There was war
to
going.
their
I
own
understand
people.
that, but it wasn't. You're saying it was a genocide. I'm saying it was an unspoken
It's a
war
genocide.
because Russia was unofficially moving into Ukraine with troops. It's been well documented that they had
Yeah,
troops
that
there
is-
at the time.
Yeah, and also
Oh,
because
please, it's been happening for 10 years prior to that. It
No,
wasn't
Aaron Monte and Max
Cold War.
Blumenthal are misinforming you intentionally. They get paid to do it.
Absolutely not.
See, Marilyn, at least I get paid shekels for standing for Israel. You probably don't even get any rubles, which is crazy.
Yeah, you ain't getting the.
I don't get my news from these, Jews.
Oh,
I get
you
it
even
from actual
paused.
people
I knew you were
going
gonna say
there.
it, and you even
you did.
paused, and then you said it anyway. You pulled a fucking Kanye.
I tried.
You thought about it, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna say it anyway.
It's the only word to use. It's the only word to use. Because that's what's happening, pulling the wool over my eyes. I know for a fact that that's some bull crap. That's
Yeah, so-
absolute bull crap.
So if we talk, I think it was Donbass or whatever. Like, so what had happened, and I guess what Tyler is saying is there was this move where they moved in a bunch of Russians as like soldiers because they had that referendum 2 weeks into being occupied by Russia. Like they rushed, or actually maybe it was less than a week, but they did that referendum extremely quickly. And there is some yes, there is some truth that in eastern Ukraine there was like more of a push to want to join Russia, but like I think it is fairly well documented that they were sending in like Russian troops in order to be able to like occupy these areas. So
When
it
did
gets
you hear this kind of news? When did they tell you this? Like, what year did you hear this?
this probably would have been like right when the conflict had started, I would imagine.
It was 2013 to 2014.
Yeah,
I was
around
gonna say
Crimea, I
2014
think.
was the year
Yeah.
that popped
That's
in my
when
head.
you heard it. You heard
That's-
this kind of news in 2013, 2014.
That's when the
Don't tell
American.
me
That's
that.
when American media
Wait, that
started
is-
pointing
yeah, that
out
is true.
the ununiformed
The
troops.
little green men thing. That's
What they did, you know how they took over? Oh fuck, I forget the name of the city. I don't think it was Donbass. Maybe it was one of the other regions. But
It was
yeah,
Ukrainian.
they sent in Russian soldiers who were not in uniform, kind of what Tyler's saying, and they literally just walked into like the parliament or whatever and just took over. Like it was like a bloodless thing in that regard because they didn't really fire shots. They just sort of rolled in silently, and just declared that this is now Russia, like Russian land, and so
Yeah.
people were trapped. There's also the issue about the children, which it's gone back and forth, but like they're saying that like it's a cultural like genocide in regards to like Russia has taken tons of children, and they're saying that these are children whose either
Oh,
families
that's such a
died
lie.
in the conflict, or they're saying that that like they were in war zones, right? So they're doing the humanitarian thing by taking these people back to Russia. But there are like documented cases of like thousands of children that have been taken from the region, which is kind of unprecedented. Like it is a
I
strange.
don't believe that for a second. I
think a lot of the number applies to orphanages and stuff like that. So like a lot of these orphan children will just, after the orphanage gets destroyed, are just in the middle of the battlefield, and Russia claims that they're moving them into Russia because they have nowhere else to go.
They've incentivized
And that's
like,
a Russian
families.
claim.
But
Yeah.
there was a woman, I can't remember her name. She was part of the I guess the one who's pushed to do this, but she herself cited some like ridiculous number that even third-party sources haven't verified of the number of children. But they're saying like, well, if the family is identified, that they're going to be returned. But like NGOs and I think there's some other country that's trying to be like a mediator to try to reunite some of these families. Either they've stalled or it takes an extremely long time to reunite these families. It's just it's just a weird.
And Ukrainians are human traffickers.
We have
People
seen
in
some
charge.
come back. There's human trafficking in all of Europe. Haven't you seen the movie?
Yeah,
Gospel?
Eastern Europe is
Well,
for that.
When the war first broke out,
Eastern Europe is hotbed for human trafficking. It's
When
not
the
just
war first
Ukraine,
broke
like
out-
Lithuania and other places.
when the war first broke out with Russia and Ukraine, not what they were already going through, but like recently in the last 5 years or so, I heard Russian people, like the actual civilians in Russia, speaking Russian, translating it, and how they felt about the war. And they were worried about the Ukrainians. They were all worried. Like, I hope they're going to be okay. I hope we can help them as much as we can, yada, yada, yada. Because they had been asking for years for help. And the media totally twists all of it, all that shit. I'm going to start saying the FA word again.
Are you
Please
familiar
don't.
with the... This is a small pivot, but I bring this up sometimes when people bring up this point. Have you heard of a country called Transnistria? I know the name could be kind of construed.
Transmistria?
Transnistria.
Oh.
That's pretty gay.
No, that's too on the nose. Transmistria?
It's so on, yeah. Well, see, this is the thing. Most people haven't heard of them, but because they are part of the fucking country of Moldova. But this is a country, like, you can look them up. They have their own police force. They have their own, like, for all intents and purposes, they are their own country, and they have been begging Russia. Like, they did some referendum where the majority of people voted to rejoin Russia. They, basically, after the fall of the Soviet Union, they formed this like region, and they've always had like sympathetic Russian leanings to the point where they actually want to rejoin Russia. And this has existed since the fall of the Soviet Union. And to me, it's just an odd example because we have a country, a de facto country. I think on the UN stage, they're technically part of Moldova, but they want to rejoin Russia badly. Again, they've held referendums on this, and Russia has never signaled any interest to even intervene. So it's like, I understand Eastern Ukrainians, like there's a lot of cultural overlap. A lot of people speak native Russian, and there's like...
They get in trouble for it. You
well,
can't speak to Russian in front of them people.
Yeah, so there's even the controversy about the Orthodox Church and everything that got banned, the Russian Orthodox Church, I believe specifically. And you're right, the language thing has become almost like a rallying thing, right? Like it's become a source of like Ukrainian pride that they're going to speak Ukrainian whenever they can instead of Russian, even though like whatever percentage of a large portion of their population speaks Russian, because again, there's a lot of like cultural and like, or not even just cultural, but like familial overlap in these regions, right?
Garbage. That was Russia. They need to take it back. That was Russia for way longer than it hasn't been Russia.
Like they need to take back all of Ukraine?
Yes, the whole thing, all of it.
Oh, damn.
Take it all back. Absolutely.
I mean, they're trying. I think they want.
They need to.
Kiev.
It's theirs.
Or is it called the? Yeah, they want Kiev, right? Because that's like there's a bunch of historical.
It's a corrupt
They want the Black Sea
system
port that's in
that America is in charge of. American Israel. It's a scapegoat where they can do all their money laundering.
The other side of the coin, and I try to say this because when people are like, well, Zelensky is a dictator, I know you haven't said that explicitly, but like when people use this type of rhetoric, I always ask like, well, then what is Russia? Like, are they not the aggressors every step of the way here? Like, what onus is on them?
No, it's theirs. It's theirs, and they need to take it back. This Zelensky, he is a paid actor. He's a plant of Mossad that has been stuck in there to just pull these dang strings.
He happens to be Jewish. I guess so. You're saying he's part of the...
No,
I didn't even know that.
He is Jewish.
Yeah. I didn't know
He
that.
have ties
That's
to Israel.
why.
When they requested help from Israel for the Ukraine war, Israel said no. We got our own fucking problems. We didn't give them shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were
because
like,
they
fuck
can't have
off.
their hands red. They can't have paint on their hand, blood on their hands.
The
they
whole
even
world
did
was
it.
funding Ukraine.
Yeah, the whole world, the rest of Europe was doing it. The U.S. was doing it. They said, "Nah, sorry, we can't spare it. We got terrorists."
Man, they are the terrorists.
Oh yeah, it just takes too long to deprogram the weaves that you've woven in.
You, there's
all the
no
agitprop
hope.
that's
There's
been
no
consumed
hope
over the
with you.
past 10 years.
You
Just-
are toxic. Hey,
You're just
ruined.
so overly consumed. Me?
Yeah, you're toxic, you
Ruined.
fucking Jew.
Exactly.
Is there not a hint of irony in anything that you're saying?
No, not at all. It is what it is.
Yeah. Well, maybe agree to disagree.
I don't see why. Why, unless you're watching CNN. Oh, how you could not
Like,
see.
I-
Tyler looks like a person that watches CNN.
It's hard for me to be a little bit neutral because I think there are plenty of criticisms of Ukraine. I just sort of like when I say like kind of end of the day or like once all the chips have landed where they may, I still fall on the side that like it's clearly that Russia was the aggressor and and that they've essentially, for lack of a better term, it's like their old imperialist ways that they want to somehow restore the Eastern Bloc. Dude, did you watch that interview with him and Tucker Carlson where he's ranting about fucking Poland and he goes back to history from like 17 something and like the way that Putin appears to view this conflict, it's like it's all just based on this like this idealized Russian version of history that just like either never existed or just like it's almost like the Make America Great Again where he's like, I mean, in the sense that he's like hearkening back to this like golden age that he wants to return to, but it just comes off as delusional. I don't know.
No, what's delusional is what it's going to be when you can't profess Christ because all the Jews have taken over. And if you profess
That's coming.
you're going to die, and then you're going to wish Putin was in charge, and you're going to say, man, this is a terrible fucking idea.
Christ was a Jew. He's the king of the Jews.
Yeah, but do you think the
He's
Jews are going to let you profess Christ?
Yeah, but
He's
Jews
the
didn't
literal
really
gonna let you
descendant of
profess
the king
Christ?
of the Jews.
When they take over, you really think they're going to think, oh, Jesus was a Jew, so I guess Christians are okay. We'll leave them alone. Hell no, that's not what's going to happen. Hi.
Did someone did someone do a wellness check on you, Marilyn?
Are you out like Starbucks or something? You're just fucking.
When the Jews take over, I'll have a venti frappuccino with extra whip.
God damn.
Oh my God. Hold on. Just talk amongst yourselves.
She's like, the Jews are after me.
No, but seriously, if you think about it, and you want to get mad at Putin and Putin wants what Trump wants and the good old days, and then you mock that, and then you vote otherwise because you think they're a little sus for ever thinking that things are going to be okay again or anyway better. Then you choose the other side, and you know what's going to happen with the other side. You know what's going to happen. You're going to be in gulags before you know it.
Not the Gulag.
Anything with the
The
gulags.
country that had the gulags was Russia, right?
That's true.
Listen. Exactly. You know why they
Jews.
had to have gulags? Because of the Jews.
Okay, you're about to. You're a little close to TOS, I think.
Man.
We're not a pro Gulag channel, okay?
Hold on.
Disavow the Gulags.
Was a member of the USSR. He was in, what the fuck was it called?
The KGB.
Yeah, the KGB. He was
Yes.
in, that's how he did his training with them. He was there for like, what, 20, 30 years? He was a member of the Communist Party. Happily. And he's also often talked about restoring the nation to its glory days of when the Communist Party had all this territory. So, is Putin a Jew?
Yeah, he wants to bring back the empire. I don't know if he wants to do it directly through communism, but he definitely wants to go back to that Soviet Union influence.
Hold on, like, is Putin a Jew?
He's a Christian, right? So yeah,
He
he's a
probably
Jew
could
too.
be.
But he's not as bad of a Jew as the other Jews. There are levels to this
Oh,
Jewery.
there's levels
Levels.
to the Jews.
Oh my
The
God.
Jewish hierarchy.
You can't take you got to take the worst ones out, and then the other ones might stop. They don't realize they've been Jewed, and they'll come back to their
It's
sanity.
like an
But the ones that are
adjective, a
already
noun. It's just like
It's Jew-tastic.
I mean, there's obviously some good Jews, like, who've done good for the world.
oh my
Yeah, like
God,
Netanyahu.
God.
I mean, think about it. Einstein's theory of relativity, right, is the basis for GPS technology.
That all
And,
needs to be redone and rewritten because the foundation that they base it upon is a total lie. Give me a break. Don't
Wait,
even
wait,
let
wait,
me.
wait,
Don't
wait.
even get me to the damn mechanical quantum physics that they've got going on, and the damn. Oh my God! Oh my God! You're gonna piss me off, and I'm driving. I'm starting to be blurry.
Just
Get
go right
blurry.
up the road.
Hold on. Everyone is
Vision.
God, Marilyn. Everyone
Losing
is
my
God.
vision.
That means the Jews are God. That means by you hating the Jews, you hate God.
Yeah,
Ooh.
but they know they're God. And so they use their
Oh, so
power
do
against
you.
people.
So
But
do
they don't
you,
want you.
Marilyn.
But they don't want you to know you're God. They want to be the only gods. Like, oh wait, I'm God. I'm going to use all this power against these people, even though they know we're God too. That's
They
not the
don't say
problem that they don't know
they're
they're God.
God's
They know
chosen people. They're not God. They're God's chosen people.
Oh my God. That's what they
I
want
think you're
you to
jealous.
think. We're all God's chosen people.
Oh. Well, then what's the problem?
Oh. What's the point of
Marilyn's
what?
getting sassy.
Competition is a sin.
So if they just say, hey, we're God's chosen people, and you're like, okay, that's true, but all of us are, then what's the issue? You just agree, and then it's the end of it. What's so bad about them?
Because they're still trying to control us and manipulate us and make us work, and by the sweat of our brow they're still trying to mock us, and when we don't even have to do all this crap, and they could be easily taken care of on their end, but they want to laugh at us and mock us and make us tired and miserable and die
Did you say they're trying to Jew us?
in every way. Absolutely, that's what's happening here.
Food for thought.
It's right there. It's so obvious. Oh my gosh, you guys! We cannot be on Israel's side. We can't do it, because when push comes to shove, they're going to be the final boss. And y'all gonna be like, oh, they believe in the same God we do. Oh, and everything's great. We're all fighting together. And then the smoke clears, and it's like, oh, wait, we don't believe in the same God. They are idol worshippers.
Marilyn,
It's
you do know
Moloch.
if the United States wanted to wipe Israel off the map, they could do it with pretty much zero resistance in seconds.
Because
That's
the
true.
disease is already spread. Do you know how many Jews are in America? Do you?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea?
Yeah, I do. There's about 7 million.
It's Jews
and they're
all the
about
way
2%
down.
of the population. 98% of the population is not Jewish in any way, ethnicity, religious practices.
Christians are Jews. They don't know it. They think they're Christians and they're actually rabbis.
I agree with you. Christianity is the Jewish prophet spoken to the Gentiles. I agree with you. But
they don't believe in the Jewish prophet of Jesus. They act like you still need a sacrifice and you still need to give and give and give, even though Jesus died. They're still Jews. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Even if so you're saying that they're still Jews regardless, then what does it matter if they believe in Jesus or not? That just means they're being fooled, and why are they any better than the Jews?
Because Jesus was not a murderer, and he wanted you to know that the kingdom of God is within, and give you your power and authority. He didn't want to take it from you.
Okay, so Christians know that.
No, Christians don't know that. They still repent. They still sacrifice. They still do this long-suffering weird shit. They do their blood sacrifice. They eat of the flesh of Jesus and drink of the blood of Jesus and all these rituals and all this just weird stuff that is so that should have all been nullified when Jesus died. It should have all been, all them rituals, all that bullshit should have been washed away and we should have been empowered. Instead, we have a ball and chain to us. Jesus is a damn ball and chain now.
Can I ask you why Jesus oversaw the implementation of the first Orthodox Church and essentially appointed the first Pope himself?
Probably because y'all were so far gone that he had to stand in the gap. There was a gap. You know how there's a past, present, and future, and to get to the future, you've got to go through the present. There has to be some, markers. I'm not saying it was right. I'm saying Jesus became sin. Jesus became sin. So
hold on. So Jesus was saying that the human, by endorsing this system, you're saying that Jesus doesn't actually believe in. You're saying that this system was something he wanted to move away from, but there's some inherent good to it because it was keeping humanity controlled and they couldn't handle an existence without this system. So the system was actually leading people to him, and there was inherent good in leaving it in place. The pros outweigh the cons, and thus the system of what you call Jewry is actually good and Jesus' desire.
For that time and that era and that place to get from point A to point B, but it was literally just breaking.
That's a lot of words for saying yes, Marilyn. A lot of words for saying yes.
Hypnosis off of people. No, it was breaking hypnosis off of people. What he was doing.
Yeah, I get you. And the long game was eventually to be able to make it so everyone could be religionless and still follow his teachings. I understand what you're saying. Communism in its final form. But he endorsed the system that was in place that you're describing as Jewry and propped it up because he understood that leaving it in place was a betterment for humanity than taking it away at that very time. Yes?
Probably because he knew y'all were all fucked in. They were all fucked anyway. They all died. They all died.
It can't be that fucking bad, can it, Marilyn? It can't be that bad Jewry for everybody.
No. He knew that everyone served a death cult and that they were going to continue to serve a death cult no matter if he died or not. They all died, didn't they? They all died. They all believed death, worshiped death, idolized death.
Confluence has to end the stream. I will be back. I will be back to do a panel in like an hour to an hour. So yeah, hope you guys join. Okay, hope you guys join. You can feel free to stay in the Discord if you want to, but
nice chatting.
Yeah, nice chatting to you guys, and yeah, take care. God bless you guys.